Hey, everybody, this is Jake Loris from August Burns Red, and you are watching CMS TV.
It is your classic metal show right here on the classicmetalshow.com from How the Gods Kill 3. That, of course, is Danzig with the Dirty Black Summer. And kicking off the show tonight, we heard House of Lords with Can't Find My Way Home, a cover from Blind Faith, done by the House of Lords, and a guy who's had some difficulty finding his way home from time to time, my good friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on there, Chris?
It's what happens when you're drunk and you're driving. You forget where you're going.
That was kind of my point. I know how good you are at driving and following directions.
Oh, yeah, I'm very good at that. As long as I have a GPS, I'm perfect. I'm the worst. I can't find my way. Dude, this is no bullshit, straight up story. I was driving over by Oakwood Village by Sam's Club and whatnot over there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
And I needed to run over to Macedonia to pick something up. And I started my way over there. This was like 2 weeks ago. I started driving over there and I just didn't know where I was. It was like, it was like,
you were experiencing a senior moment.
Dude, well, it was kind of that, but it's also, and you probably haven't been over there either to see it, but they've rebuilt a lot of that over there. Like they tore down the Ford plant and they built some other warehouse or factory or something over there. And there's just a lot of new construction. So, and I don't go over there very often. So it's like, it didn't translate in my head. Man, when you're driving somewhere, you just get used to the scenery and you're on point. And this, I literally, I'm like, where the fuck is this plaza? I'm like, I know I've been to this place like 1,000 times. Where is it?
Right.
And then I literally pulled off the side of the road, opened up my Apple Maps or whatever on my phone. And I was like, take me to this plaza, but it was like, dude, and for the fans that don't know, Macedonia is what from my house? 3 miles?
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's not far. It's not like it was like a 45-minute drive that I had to go through some town I didn't know or something. It's literally the next town over, and I couldn't find where I wanted to get to.
So then you threw on some House of Lords, and you're like, can't find my way home.
That's right. Thank you, nice. James Christian. You got me there.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, here we are once again, the end of July.
Yes.
So 2 months down, 1 month to go, and summer's over. It's over.
Thanks for playing.
It's over, pal.
I'm going to be honest. Other than those really hot 2 weeks, it's been a pretty pleasant summer.
Yeah, it hasn't been bad. This whole week has been very pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks ago, it was brutal. This week, I don't think we got to 85, not one day. It was every day this week was like between the 60s and like 80. And I was like, fucking right. Love that.
Yeah. Last night, I had a visitor last night and I went out to dinner and I had to wear a jacket.
Wow.
Because it was in the like the mid 60s.
Okay.
So it was just like, holy cow, that temperature just dropped off.
Sure.
But anyway, whatever. It's just what we deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I haven't spoken with you all week. You've been kind of MIA, so have I. And so this will be time to catch up. I know our fans just love when you and I just catch up for the first hour.
Yeah.
See what's going on.
I wish I had something to tell you that was of any interest at all. I mean, it's just been a very worky week. A lot of interviews. I think I did 4 interviews this week. Worked a good amount. Rekindled a friendship with a friend from Korea. That was interesting. I had actually messaged her in January on stupid Facebook. And out of the blue, I got a message and she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you're still alive.
I can't believe you're still living.
Can't believe you're still around."
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we just kind of shot the shit, that whole "what you been doing the last 35 years" conversations.
Well, where should I start?
Yeah, exactly. Well, the day I left Korea, it's like, really?
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh boy. Here I am. I've got the book out with all my Korea nonsense, and I'll just say this person is in it.
Yeah, a factor in the book.
Yeah, this is one I changed the name of. So, because me and this person had some real adventures, but yeah, it was just very cool. It doesn't happen often. It happens less and less anymore that you catch up with somebody that you haven't run into in a long time.
Right.
But this was really cool. It's really cool, and I might actually, who knows? I might actually go see this person, or she might come and see me. Who knows?
Okay, well, that's
see how
nice.
that works. So
that's nice.
But
well, very good.
Yeah, other than that, not a lot going on. Just a lot of bullshit TV and a lot of work this week. I did too many meetings this week. I had one day this week where it was Wednesday. I had 3 meetings, an interview, and then the Seth show back to back to back to back to back. I was like, just fucking kill me. just kill me. I don't know about you, but I hate meetings. I wish somebody would just send me a text or an email or something that just says, this is what I want. Bup, 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 and send it. And then I just do it. And then if I got to fix something on the other side of it, fine. I don't get anything out of meetings. I sit in these meetings and these guys are all pontificating about bullshit. It's always like, well, what do you think the reaction would be if we change this to green instead of... How do I fucking know? I'm the web guy. I'm not buying your tchotchke.
Right.
It's like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, I mean, that was kind of my week this week. Nothing at all exciting. The most exciting thing I can report to this audience is that I almost went to Tom Kiefer and LA Guns on Thursday.
Oh yeah, were they at the casino?
No, over at Lock 3 down in Akron.
Oh, okay.
But then I just was like, I don't really want to be in Lock 3. And I couldn't find anybody that wanted to go. That was the other thing too. Nobody wanted to go. And the old days where I would just go by myself are kind of over. That's just not fun anymore.
Yeah, I get you.
So I called a couple people and they were all like, oh man, I just saw LA Guns 6 months ago and whatever. And nobody wants to see Tom Kiefer unless it's guaranteed that he's only playing Cinderella. And it's like,
well, that's not happening.
Yeah, I know. You got to sit through all those crappy songs to get to the Cinderella songs.
Those crappy songs.
Well, they're not very good. Name two. Name two.
No, I know. I just think it's funny that you just like that, all those crappy songs.
Well, they sure ain't sticking with anybody.
I just want to hear the Cinderella stuff.
Well, that's all anybody. Come on.
Well, of course. I know that. I know.
Has anybody been sitting around going, God damn it, I hope they play Higher Ground tonight? No one cares. Just play your hits, you dummy.
Right. That's funny.
But I wanted to go. I was intending to go. I couldn't find anybody to go, so I just was like, fuck it, stay home, watch TV. I watched catch up on The Chi. So as that went into its final episode ever, another series that I watched that ended yesterday actually. So now I go to more interrogations and boredom because I'm just bored to death with TV these days.
Mm-hmm. Well, LA Guns are at the Arcada tonight. So
right, yeah, we had one of our fans emailed me this afternoon asking if we were doing a live show because they thought you were going to be out at the Arcada apparently.
Well, I'm not driving 100 miles to go. I mean, I love LA Guns, but I'm not driving 100 miles to go see them.
Well, you don't love them 100 miles worth of LA Guns. That's for damn sure.
No. I mean, if they play down the street here at the Art Theater, I'd go down there to see them. But,
How far would you drive to see LA Guns in 2026? 25 miles?
Yeah, 30 minutes.
30 minutes. But then again, and that would still depend on where they're landing.
Yeah, correct.
Because if it's 30 minutes and it's downtown Chicago somewhere, you're like, fuck you, pal.
Well, downtown Chicago is an hour from here.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I have that too. It's Landau's coming here next month, but he's playing Hilarities down at 4th Street.
Right.
And I'm like, nope, not going to that. I'll wait till you come to Akron, my friend. I'm not going. I don't want to die over a comedy show. I just don't. So, but yeah, I wish I had something else to talk about. I just don't. I really didn't do shit.
I was busy tying up loose ends, some of the loose ends involved with this book, and I had to arrange for Stephen, oh God, that's great, Piercy to get involved with Joel, which I got that done, and then of course I finally Don has been in transition back to California.
Okay,
and so he's just kind of been, kind of out of pocket for the last few weeks, but he called me on what day was that? Wednesday. Yeah, he called me on Wednesday, and he goes, all right. He was telling me about what's going on with him, and then it's like, well, what do I got to do to get this, get lined up here and whatnot. So I got that handled, and then tomorrow, this is something I was going to ask you. I have but you just said you hate meetings, but I have a meeting with Chip Ruggieri of Chipster PR tomorrow.
Okay.
And I didn't know if you wanted to be a part of that or not.
I could jump in on it. If you want me to, what time?
I don't know yet.
As long as it's not morning, I should be okay.
No, it's tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, as long as it's not, hey, 9:30 tomorrow morning, because although that might be okay, I might still be up, but.
Yeah, no, tomorrow afternoon. I mean, if you can, great. If not, it's, obviously I'll handle it. But
yeah, just as long as it's after like 1:00 my time.
Right.
Because even, I usually go to sleep around 8:30, but I force myself to get up around 12:31. I mean, I start texting. Right. I usually that's when you get my this show was good or this show was shit text. Yep. At about 1:00, because that's when I force myself to get up so that I actually can flip the script and sleep again on Sunday night. So yeah, I'm sure I could do that.
Yeah, so I'll let you know. As soon as he lets me know, I'll let you know. But yeah, he said tomorrow afternoon because he wanted to do it Monday.
Right.
And, I'm always busy during the day And I said, well, I was good after 5:30. He goes, well, are you busy Sunday afternoon? I said, no, I'm free. So he goes, well, let's do it Sunday.
That's fine.
So getting the PR set up for that. So,
nice. Very good.
So we're getting the thing. Oh, and then I finally got the final proofs back of the 30th anniversary logo this week.
Okay.
So I will send that over to you, and perhaps we could use one of them. I got 3 iterations.
Okay.
And we could maybe use one of them on our website, whatever web thing that
it'll be theclassicmetalshow.com, which it's already brand new one is 3/4 of the way built.
Okay. All right. So anyway, I'll shoot those over to you.
Okay.
And you can use, I have an idea for the one you could use for the website. It won't be the one I'm going to use for the shirt. It's the similar one that I'm going to use for the shirts and things, but I'm going to put the one makes more sense for the website.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So I got that handled.
Okay, great.
I got the finals on that. So that's good. So things coming together. I wanted to get that all wrapped up before we had our final sessions with our co-author.
Yeah.
No get that end of the piece wrapped up and, get this moving along.
Right on.
So everybody who I wanted on board has been on board. Did you talk to your friend, your comedian friend over there?
I sent a message, have not heard back a yes or a no on that.
All right. Well, if he is, great. If not, that's okay too.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'd imagine he will. He seems to do everything everybody asks him. So.
Right. I get you. I get you. So I think it'd be kind of fun to have a comedian's perspective.
Yeah, why not?
So all good. So the book is coming along, kids. I think you're going to be pleased with it.
Have you read any of it or no?
No, I haven't seen not a word.
I didn't know if he sent you proofs or
No,
anything yet.
no. If he sends it, he'll send it to both of us. I guarantee
true.
you.
True.
But no, I have not seen it. But I'll be interested to see what our friends in the music business had to say about us.
Yeah.
About the show, and see how your
memory matches yours.
Yeah, exactly. Your perspective matches my perspective in the various aspects of the show and the history. So just to pull the curtain back for the people who are interested.
Yeah.
Both Chris and I interviewed with our co-author on the same subjects for the various chapters.
Right.
But I was not in on Chris's interviews, and Chris was not in on my interviews.
Yeah.
And our perspectives are going to be melded together in each chapter. So it's going to be interesting to hear or see how one plays off of the other, So
we did the book almost like we do the show, where we don't really tell each other what we're going to bring to the show or anything. We just do it. And that's, I actually noticed that right away, that's what because when we first started having the meetings talking about it, I thought we were going to have to find times that we were both available.
Right.
And I was panicking about that because I was like, I'm never available when you are, and then it just turned out, well, hey, you do yours at 11 in the morning and he'll do his at 7 o'clock at night or whatever. So,
right.
But yeah, it's, I'm excited about it. Are we going to do, and maybe you don't even know the answer to this, or maybe you do. Are we going to do kind of an editing run where we both kind of look at it and proof it?
We're going to get a first draft.
Well, and that's what I was asking is if you wanted to do it that way, or if you want to trust where the co-writer went and just roll.
Well, I'm going to have to see it.
Okay.
I'm going to have to see it and proof it and get your thoughts and, and we'll figure out how and what the final edit will look like.
Okay. I didn't know. I mean, I've done my books both ways. I've had, Call Me Chris, I read, I don't know, 300 times before I put it out. You know, I read it. I had my friend Carolyn that helped me edit it, and she would send me stuff and then be like, well, what do you think of this? Or I don't really understand this. Maybe you need to spell this out more. And that was fine. But then when I looked at Victories, I didn't want to read it at all. I did not read Victories back at all. I wrote it. I had, I think John edited that one maybe, or somebody did. Somebody looked at it. And I just trusted him. I just was like, now, again, that was about my divorce. That was the last thing I needed to do was spend another 3 months reliving my divorce. But I kind of let that one fly. And honestly, I kind of like that book better. It's a little more raw. That's for sure.
Well, yeah. And that speaks volumes as to, how well it flows and, whether it's real and it, churns up, real thoughts or emotions or whatever. And that's what good literature is supposed to do.
Right.
So hopefully, those of you who are interested in the book and are waiting for the release of it, it is coming along, and I think we're on schedule here for probably a November release.
Okay, very good.
I'm thinking. Could be earlier, I don't know, but I'm thinking if we get it out by November, that gives us 2 months till Christmas.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I mean, am I doing the art or is somebody else doing the art?
I don't know. I haven't figured out what we're going to do yet. That's the other thing.
Okay.
That's the other piece, the title of the book and the art.
I think the title of the book should be Hand Jobs from Chris and Neeley. I think that would sell well. Not to any CMS people, but we might sell 300,000 copies to the fucking perv community.
Right, of course. Right. So, yeah, that's the last two pieces of this to nail down is the cover art and the title of the book. I have thoughts on the title.
Okay.
But, we'll see. I want it to be impactful, I guess.
Sure.
or at least catch your attention, or make it look like something exciting to read, or
Right.
or when you see it, you know what it is.
Sure. But yeah. I mean, there's still work to be done. That's for sure. Because even to design the cover, I still got to know how many pages it is and whatever, so I can build the spine and
Right.
there's things that have to be done. So, but we'll make it work.
So anyway, so that's what I did this week, is just trying to bring the loose ends together and make that happen. And and the other thing is when it came to activities this week, I jumped in on our friend Eric Ferrantino's live hangout show.
Oh, did you? How about that?
I did.
How'd that go?
Good. He was kind of reiterating what's going on with the whole Jason Green debacle.
Okay.
He was talking about that pretty significantly, and I kind of threw in a couple of comments and whatnot.
Right.
But he was saying that he wanted to have you and I just jump in on his show over there and just hang with him for a little bit. So
that's fine.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'll jump on anytime.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I can do it, I'm game. Why not?
Sure. So anyway, that's
wait a minute. Let me take that back. Fuck Eric. I hate him. Remember?
Yes.
I don't like Eric even a little bit. So no, I cannot do that.
Right. So, aside from the whole, work thing, that's what I've been working on, outside of the work hours, is trying to get this book thing moving along.
Right on.
So I've corresponded back and forth with our co-author on various things and so on and so forth. So, anyway, I'm excited. It'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be good. And it has been kind of like he threw the one email out, and I wrapped our friend Ron Keel in. I threw him a quick text, and he was like, what do you mean? The typical, I didn't see, because, when I saw that he hadn't responded, I was like, something has to be crazy there, because Ron responds in 10 seconds to every text. Ron is like me. He's always holding his phone.
Right.
He's always available. So I was surprised that he hadn't, but then I reached out to him and he was like, oh shit, it's in spam. I got it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. So we're both working on this thing a little bit.
Well, as I mentioned to you, I want this thing to be the best it can possibly be,
Sure.
and I wanted to make sure that it got the publicity that, whatever. And I reached out to Chip of Chipster PR, and he was excited about it. He goes, yes, absolutely.
Excellent. Sure.
So I got a meeting with him tomorrow, or potentially you and I have a meeting tomorrow.
Sure.
To discuss some details on that. But,
okay.
But he was just like, yes, would love to be involved.
All right.
Thank you for thinking of me.
Yeah. Who else would we think of? Who else do we work with that closely?
Yeah.
Sorry, Chip. It's more just out of, you're the guy we know.
Well, you do know major PR.
Yeah. I mean, I know some publicists, obviously, but
right.
For this project, Chip's about the only guy, really, that I would work with, just because he's very familiar with us, too. And that's
right.
That's the big thing with the publicists, is a lot of times the publicists, they don't want, when they find out how heinous some of our bullshit is, they don't want to deal with it anymore. I've had many an interview that's like, the artist doesn't want to work with you anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's why we've never been a viable commercial entity.
That's
just
it.
Because of that. Mm-hmm. And we've known it. I've known it from day one.
Never tried to be.
No. I never wanted to do the show less than what it could possibly be.
Yeah. I mean, we do it 110% toward the audience that would enjoy it.
Right.
And, because I could tell you, like on YouTube especially, the commenters are like, Jesus, you guys have been around for 5 years and you only have whatever it is, 3,000 followers or 4,000 followers. And I'm just like, yep, because we're not going to sell out to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could get a lot more hits if instead of us bagging on Bon Jovi for sucking, if we were like, you know what, it is so honorable that he's out there trying his damnedest. If we did that kind of show, we could get a lot more hits. We could get a lot more attention, but fuck that. You know, who wants to hear me do that or you do that?
Yeah, let's be nice.
Yeah, is there anybody who wants to hear Happy Chris? You guys all hated Happy Chris. I have seen nothing but people saying, I like that Chris is fucking angry again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, good, because I am. And you know, Happy Chris didn't do it. I mean, I guess people listened, but, you know, Happy Chris doesn't do it as much. And Happy Neeley certainly doesn't do it. You know, I mean, the two of us, we need a little bit of anger, a little angst.
Well, anger and just blatant truth.
Yeah, just calling it out, common sense.
Yeah, I saw that we got some negativity on the old YouTube. I saw you answered that.
Dude, we get it every day.
I know, but it's just funny how you answered it.
Oh,
but
I'll put it up.
Yeah, go ahead. the whole boy, nothing like spreading negativity, man.
Yeah.
You guys are just so negative, man.
And what was my answer? Yes.
Yes, we are. We
go.
had a negativity meeting before the segment.
Yeah. What did I write? The guy wrote, wow, you guys have nothing else to do but making more negativity in the world. This guy had more women than you'll ever see in 100 lifetimes. Of course, we're talking about David Lee Roth.
Yeah, of course.
Him and the whole Van Halen crew. It's sad that podcasts like yourself are a complete and utter negative joke. You should all be ashamed of yourself with the negative comments. The guy is and has been a showman of all showmen, and at his age, you guys aren't even going to be a tire shoes, whatever that means. You guys aren't even going to be a tire shoes because you're overweight messes. And my response, correct. In fact, we just before this segment, we had a Create Negativity staff meeting. Clearly, the planning was successful as you clicked it. Oh, and oh no, we're fat? Who knew? I'm doing crunches right now since you pointed out this fact that I was missing. Note to everyone, I'm working out because anonymous blip on my screen called me fat. How will you ever survive this onslaught? How will we ever survive this onslaught? Next thing you know, you'll block our channel. That would be catastrophic.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's not going to win us any fans, but
No,
I
of course
don't
not.
care. I don't give a shit.
You should be nicer to the fans.
Yeah, be nice to me. Be nice to the great Jon Bon Jovi
Right.
or David Lee Roth or whoever.
That's funny.
I just love I'm telling you, this is a segment. I just have to make a bumper. I have to make a bumper for stupid people on YouTube segment. That might even be what I call it, stupid people on YouTube. And just post their posts every week. It's fucking funny. It's funny every week.
Well, that's funny that people still check out, they'll actually watch the segment and it's the abridged segment on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the one that's all edited up and all the music is cut out of it or it's replaced with bullshit that YouTube replaces it with. And I mean, it's a total train wreck of an episode. I mean, I wouldn't listen to it.
No.
But it's there and people watch it. And it's so stupid.
I mean, Kumia releases a lot of video clips out there and things, and it seems like every other word is edited.
Yeah, it's an awful listen.
He was
It's a terrible listen. But I get why he does it, because you make money doing it.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
Same reason I'm doing it. Only reason I'm doing it, because it pays my electric bill every month. So it's like, there you go. You want to be a dumb fuck watching it on YouTube? Go ahead. Pay my electric bill. I don't give a shit.
But yeah, it's interesting, the list of words that can't be said.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't say black. You can't say rape. You can't say, is the COVID still a blocked or a bad word?
Oh, it most certainly is. And I actually have a story about a guy that is referenced a lot on this show. Not me and you, but in the chat room more.
Mm-hmm.
That lost his channel. He got his channel totally demonetized for saying something about COVID 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Not recently. 6
Right.
years ago.
Right.
And he lost his channel this week. And he's whining the blues because, yet again, something you and I have preached from day one of video. Put it everywhere so that you can't be shut down. And this guy put all his eggs in one basket, and now he's fucked. Now he's gonna try and start a new channel and get back his 80,000 followers or whatever. Think that's gonna happen for a guy that's talking about fucking Journey and Foreigner? I don't think so. But we'll get to that a little later.
All right. Well, it's good to see that YouTube is, doing such good things for the people.
Dude, YouTube stinks. It is so bad. Like, if you're not using a pop-up blocker now, I don't know how you watch YouTube.
Yeah, I've run pop-up blocker from day one. So
Yeah, well, that actually leads into something I've been meaning to say on this show and on Seth's show and every other show. Something that's actually kind of important. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tech advice here. If you're using Google Chrome as your browser, you need to get off it. And you need to get off of anything that uses the Chromium back end of it, which is like Microsoft Edge. It's basically everything except for Firefox and Brave browser. And Brave uses it, but you'll understand in a minute.
okay.
YouTube or Google just put out a thing where they're changing the software in their browser so that pop-up blockers will not work anymore. They won't even install on the Google Chrome anymore.
All
and
right.
if you have it on Google Chrome, it's going to uninstall it on you.
Okay.
So you really want to switch to Firefox or Brave browser or one of those, one of the Linux ones, maybe Tor, something other than a Chromium-based browser. Because if you stay with it, they're setting it up so that you cannot block pop-ups anymore. And that fucking stinks. But they got to make their money, man.
Yep. Got to make that cash.
At Google, they are a struggling entity.
That Alphabet company.
Yeah, they are struggling to make the bills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm surprised they've been able to stay around as long as they have.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Just to keep the lights on.
It's got to be paycheck to paycheck over there, doesn't it?
I'm sure it is. Wow. All right. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So
And then how about like DuckDuckGo? Is that a bad one?
that should be okay, I would think. I think that's built off of well, I'm not sure what it's built off. I'm not going to guess, but I'd imagine with their emphasis on privacy, that if they're affected by this, they're probably already developing a workaround. But I don't know. For me, I use the Brave browser. It works. I use the Brave browser, and then I'll give other people a little piece of advice. If you have an iPhone, you can use, let me give you the right software. There's a program out there. It's in the App Store. It's called Uplay, Youplay. And Uplay, it's kind of like a screen door would be on a house, to where you can see it, but it blocks all the bullshit out of it.
All right.
And you can use it for no commercials for YouTube or YouTube Music or whatever. So, you could probably cancel Spotify or whatever. And I know I use it all the time. It's called Uplay. And you just open the Uplay. I'll show you if I can. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks just like YouTube Music. Like that's YouTube Music.
Okay.
It looks exactly like it, except it just doesn't play the commercials. And then when you get to the main screen, I don't know if you can see this or not, but but it's got like every program under the sun that's on your phone is available on this. And if any of it uses commercials, it gets rid of the commercials. So if you're using, I don't know, Reddit or X or whatever, it gets rid of the commercials for everything. So it's a really cool app. I don't know if it's available for the Android or not. I don't have an Android to know, but it's called Uplay, and it is an excellent, excellent app if you don't want to get hit with the commercials and stuff.
All right.
Or if you just don't want to pay for a service.
Sure, I get you. All right. Well, since we're talking tech stuff,
Yeah.
and that'll wrap up this segment here. One of our hardcore fans, Frank Mendonia, he sent me an email. He says he's emailed you.
Yeah.
He's having some problems. I don't know if it's his phone related problem.
Is this with the Rumble?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that there are people that have problems with the Rumble app. I never do. The answer to that is pretty simple, really. Put on the Substack app. Use Substack.
Okay.
Substack has everything that Rumble has as far as the paid plans and the free plans, and all the videos are up there on Substack. And their app is great. I will say that their app is definitely a solid app. So if you're just looking for a way to get around Rumble, because Rumble dicks up your phone or whatever, try Substack.
Okay.
And if not that, just bootleg the shit. Download it. You download it from somewhere and just put it on your phone and watch it.
Right. Well,
do that too.
He says, I know you guys hate YouTube, but everything is on there with my other playlist.
Yeah.
He says, I've been doing the 24/7 website lately because it seems like you can kind of autopilot on there and let it fly for hours, as you guys are my favorite show.
Well, thank you, Frank.
As we should be.
Yeah.
I see that it kind of sprinkles in old episodes like Jennifer Hairband Whirl and Doghouse, which are the golden years of the CMS, which I love. Are those the golden years, Chris?
I mean, it's like 2007 to, I think we go back as far as 2007.
Okay.
Is how far back the 24/7 goes. So,
all right.
There's a lot of shit on there. There really is. A lot of good stuff. I know I listen sometimes and I just laugh. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Sometimes I hear my own shit. I'm like, there's no way did I just say that? It's like, where did that come from?
I know. Well, things just move along here so quickly, and it just comes out of your mouth so fast that you just don't even think about what you said. And then when you listen back,
8 years later or something,
you're just like, holy shit, where did I come up with that?
Exactly. There's many a time that I'm listening to it. I'm like, man, what a fucking asshole. Oh, that's me. Yeah. But yeah, I would suggest for Frank that he try Substack. Substack is it's cmspn.substack.com is the page, but you could just download the app on your iPhone or Android and look up CMSPN, I guess, would pull it up. And you can get either audio versions or video versions, whatever your choosing is, right there on the page. So that's pretty simple.
All right.
I mean, there's a million ways to get this show. You can get it there. If you want audio, you can get it on any podcast service. It's on all of the Apple and Amazon and Overcast and blah, 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 Spotify. It's all on there as well. There's no shortage of ways to getting this show. That's for sure.
Well, it's just a matter of being aware of it and understanding how to get it and where to get it and how it works. And, so.
The new website will have a bunch more link outs to that kind of stuff.
All right.
So That's new website's going to be sweet. Wait till you see it. It's fucking really sweet.
Okay. And I like the way Frank ends his email. Okay, my manager is calling me. I have to go now.
Old school.
But I just wanted to connect with you. One thing I do wish you had was call-ins, but I know Chris hates that.
I do hate those.
But then if you ever change your mind and I get past being a shy pussy, that would be cool to actually talk to you guys.
No, it's really not that cool. It's really not. The problem with talking to us is you're always on the fucking firing line. You never know what mood I'm in because it's always me that starts. And if you rub me the wrong way, you get the Barden treatment. You just get fucking punched in the head. You know, it never seems to go the way people want it to go now, does it?
Well, we got an email from our good friend Tim.
Yes,
James
very long email. Holy
long
smokes.
email. So thank you, Tim. I'm going to answer you back tomorrow. But if you're listening, but he also misses speaking to us, as he made it clear in his email.
Well, that's not any fun for me. Look, I'll explain it if people want to understand it. Not that they're going to agree with me, but I don't care. When we take calls, and this has been going on since we started taking calls, nobody stays on topic.
That's true.
And it pisses me off to no end if we're in the middle of 25 minutes that we're into a topic, and then somebody is like, hey, man, Hail and Kill, what do you think of the new Warrior Soul record?
It's like, were we just talking about Warrior Soul?
We were just talking about Van Halen. What are you doing? And then I get mad, and then I smack them, and then they get upset. You don't have to be such a dick, man. Well, yes, I do, because you're not fucking listening. You're just not listening.
Yeah, if people were to call in and add something to the current topic we were talking about, that's one thing. But when you derail the segment by asking something that's totally unrelated, you know, getting through is one thing, but when you get through, you need to have something of relevance to say.
Right. Maybe if they want calls and if you're up for it, maybe one Sunday a month, me and you will go live on Rumble Premium and like locals for the locals people. And we'll just open it wide open. We can take calls and people can call in.
Yeah, you can call in and talk about whatever you want. Yeah. We won't have a subject.
Nope.
You just can pick the subject with your call.
Yeah, which is fine. I'm fine with that under that setting. But you know why the shows are generally better now? Because I'm not pissed off further and further and further going down the show.
Right.
You know, I mean, dude, you know as well as I do, by the time we got to the fucking end of the show, when we were taking calls, I would be frantically texting you, just fucking hang up. Because like you, and look, I'll pull the curtain all the way off the fucking rod, for God's sakes. You're smarter than me at this with the callers, because you will hang on until that little nugget of gold is there.
Right.
Where me, I will hang up that fucking phone the minute I don't like your voice when you say Hail and Kill, what's up? I'm hanging up. I don't like your voice. You know, I despise the phones. And this is not just this show. If you remember, you probably remember this, dude. I hated them over at 92.3 and MMS. I wanted nothing to do with it. It just, you know what? If you want to talk to me, send me an email and I'll answer it. I do answer emails. I answer the people in locals will tell you when they ask me a question, I always answer it. So the ability is there. You just got to go do it. Do it in the right context. Ugh, I just fucking hate that. I really do.
People want to reach out and touch you, Chris.
Yeah,
they don't want to talk to you.
Unless they're a hot stripper that wants to touch my balls, they can blow me. In fact, if they're a hot stripper, they can blow me.
Nice. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this segment. What do you think?
I think, talk about stretching 45 minutes out of something that had no context at all.
Well, it got us warmed up to get into the meat of the show.
Mm-hmm. That
All
is
right.
correct.
Well, as always, I'm going to jump into the tunes here that you, the CMS supporter, has asked for through our Fast Pass.
Mm-hmm.
If you support us through the locals page, you have an opportunity to get a song played on a Saturday night and get your name mentioned and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll get into this whole list of songs. I see we got quite a few songs in there requested so far.
Right.
But if you want to join us, come over to classicmetalshow.locals.com. Sign up. It's $5 a month. It goes to help support the show in offsetting the costs that we incur to bring you a show every Saturday. And we appreciate your patronage. So
Yes.
if you want to join us, that's how you do it. And, it gives you little perks for being a part of the CMS locals community.
Mm-hmm.
So join us over there today. So,
That's right.
All right. As always, I will let you lead off the music. So what shall we play?
We shall play a new song from Exodus, Summon of a God Unknown from Goliath.
So what is it called?
Summon of a God Unknown.
Summon.
Summon.
Yes, I got that. Of a God.
It's on the Goliath record.
All right. Let me see here. Let me just go to Exodus. Might be right there. Oh, there it is. Got it. All right. Perfect. All right. As I said, if you want to get a request in and you are subscribed to locals, just go over to the Fast Pass and stick it in there and we'll go from there. So anyway, here it is. This is some brand new Exodus exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hey, this is Sven from Abrupt, and you're watching CMS TV.
It's Black Sabbath right here on your Classic Metal Show with Supernaut from the Black Sabbath Volume 4 release. That one going out by request to Jackal. Just before that, we heard Anthrax with the Edge of Perfection for John Phillips. Death Angel in there with Voracious Souls for Demolich. Testament with the Electric Crown for my nephew James. And kicking off that block, we heard New Exodus, Summon of the God Unknown for Chris. So good heavy rock block there.
Yeah, that was solid. I like that. And I love that Anthrax tune. I know I got a lot of shit from people. Best ever. You're crazy. Well, maybe, but I like it. So good.
Well, apparently John Phillips believes it's good as well.
Question in the chat room. Hey, Chris, will Neeley do a music show next week, or do you know? Well, I do not know, but Neeley is sitting right here. You could address it to him.
Well, I have two thoughts.
Okay.
My dad, as most of you are aware, he's getting up there in age. He's 97.
Okay. Wow.
And he experienced a fall about a week ago, but no damage, no broken bones, no nothing. Just kind of got
life alert.
No, nothing like that.
All right.
So my sister, who lives near him and visits, daily just to check in on him and stuff, said, he's doing okay. And doctor said he's fine. And, they just wanted to make sure he was all right. So I'm either thinking I'm going to make a trip to Ohio.
Okay.
And come to the wedding if I'm invited.
I have not even talked to Randy. I don't know if I'm invited anymore. I mean, I got an invite, but I didn't send it back even. So I don't know where it is. I'll reach out to Randy.
Or if I don't end up coming to Ohio, then I will do a music show.
Okay.
So I will know when the date gets closer as to what I'm going to decide to do.
We'll post it on locals.
Yeah, so there you are. So that's the decision. So I may go to Ohio and visit my dad just to check up on him and see how he's doing okay.
Right on.
Or I may be here.
Okay.
So haven't decided yet. I'm flipping a coin.
There you go. Well, if you get a music show, good. If not, y'all have Spotify. And I just showed you how to do YouTube music for free, so figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, kids.
Yeah, friends.
We can't do everything for you.
Nope. We have to have
I know.
some semblance of a life outside of here.
I know some people would like for us to do everything for them, but, you know, it doesn't always work out that way.
No, definitely does not.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, do you have anything to lead this segment off?
I have tons, but I figured tonight I'm going to let you lead off because lately it's just been me nonstop. So,
Well, I know you always seem to collect a lot of music related stories.
I do, but I'll let you run. How's that?
All right. Well, I checked out the brand new Rolling Stones this weekend, or
The album?
this week. The album.
Okay.
I think it's called Native Tongues, if I'm not mistaken, or
Foreign
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 Tongues.
tongues, yeah.
I've been playing that in the car, in the truck,
Okay.
in my travels, and actually, it's surprisingly good.
A lot of good reviews on it. So I like it too. I think it's really strong.
I thought, you know what, I'm gonna listen to this and check it out. And it's got some throwback stuff to the 70s. It's a very 70s centric Rolling Stones sounding album.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying it's their best thing since Dirty Work.
Okay.
I could see that. I certainly think it's better than Dirty Work. I didn't think Dirty Work was very good, but I would throw it even further back. I would say maybe like Steel Wheels.
Okay.
But I like it a lot. I think it's very, very strong.
Well, I think I've played it at least probably 4 times already.
Okay.
And I'm like I'm liking it. There's a song on there which kind of was surprising given Mick Jagger's age and everything, but he sings it in that high tempo, that high register, which kind of reminds me of Emotional Rescue.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, holy shit, this is like a real throwback song to like the late 70s.
What song title are you talking about? I'll play
It's the fourth. I think it's the third or fourth song. I gotta look at the thing. I think it's the third song.
Well, let me pull.
Yeah, I
up
think
a
it's
list
song number 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Rolling Stones Foreign Tongues. Let's see what we got here. Number 3 would be Jealous Lover.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Well, let me find that. Jealous Lover. Do.
Well, the reason I bring this up is, and while you're looking for that, we can play some of that. Mick Jagger made an interesting. You're going to have to make your own decision on this. Okay. Is it out of touch? Is it an out of touch comment, or is this possible? This is what he said. If someone, and this is commenting on AI, and as you're well aware, AI could pretty much do anything, music related, to where it sounds just like the artist.
Sure.
So Mick Jagger's comment is, if someone wants to make music by AI, go ahead, but it has to be original.
Okay.
Okay. So you know more about AI than I do. So let me read through here real quick.
Okay.
Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are both apprehensive about using artificial intelligence to make music. In a recent interview with Billboard, Rolling Stone's Glimmer Twins said that they believe people should use AI only if they put their own thought into it, and anything else is lazy.
Okay. I mean, in theory, he's correct, but in reality, to put your own thought into everything is going to be just recording it. Because, I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to explain what you're thinking?
Yeah.
I'm thinking a stronger bass line here, and I'm thinking a better guitar solo here, or I'm thinking this many notes. I mean, where's that line?
Yeah. Well,
I think he's trying to make a point that you can't do it.
Yeah. So I thought AI just sort of does it. I mean,
Yeah.
how much actual physical control do you have over what AI generates?
Depends on the program, but you can have a lot of control over it.
Okay.
But I mean, it's still going to be taking, stealing, borrowing, whatever you want to call it, from everything else that's out there.
Right.
So, I mean, for you to say, I don't know, I want a 70s sounding Rolling Stones guitar solo that sounds like it would have been on Sticky Fingers.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell it that, and AI will go out there and look up Rolling Stones Sticky Fingers and scan all the solos and then create something that's similar, but it's all borrowed. I mean, that's the deal with it. AI is totally theft.
That's my point.
Yeah,
so
it is.
It's not going to be original.
No.
It's not going to be, unique or you never heard it before,
No. I mean, I guess you probably could craft something completely, but it would be a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be a lot of work because you would have to literally dig into it on a depth level of, this is the mid range and this is the high range and this is the low range for the singer. And this is the kind of guitar that this guy plays and strings and sound. And I don't want anything that sounds like a Jackson because my band uses Charvels. And I mean, you could get to that level, but I don't think anybody will. Then if you're going to go to that level, why wouldn't you just go into a studio and record a song? Take the same amount of time.
Right.
So,
all right. He continues on. Obviously, I don't want to be limited by AI vocally and instrumentally, and the band doesn't. Jagger says, I don't want people just putting stuff out there that could sound exactly like the Rolling Stones. I think that's obviously wrong. If someone wants to make music by AI, go ahead, but it has to be original. You have to have your own input and your own thoughts. These are people who use AI to just make a song from scratch in the style of the Rolling Stones. If you were any kind of a creative person, you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, well, people aren't doing it for creativity. They're doing it to make money.
Exactly. I'd rather hear something original, Richard said. Music could do a lot better than just trying to copy itself. After all, it's pretty simple stuff. This is not Beethoven or Bach, and I have no doubt AI can do that, but so what? We want new input. We don't want more and more copying and synthesizing. Surely there's enough originality without having to copy nursery rhymes. That said, they got a kick out of using deepfake technology, which is AI adjacent, for their music videos. In the Stars, a track off their recent Foreign Tongues album. In the clip, the actors play the Stones instrumental, but their faces look like those of the Stones half a century ago. The musicians are real musicians that look a bit like the Rolling Stones in 1968, Jagger told Billboard. The only thing was the faces. So they worked on mine first, and it kind of looked like me, but not really. Like one of my children when they were 23 or something. And then I saw Ronnie, and I said to the people working on it, looks more like Jeff Beck, so they had to do a little extra work. I said, very nice. I wish I looked like that now, Richard said. In the Billboard interview, Jagger also weighed in on Olivia Rodrigo's rock music, since both she and the Stones welcomed The Cure's Robert Smith as a guest on their 2026 album. She's really good at rock music, Jagger said. Everyone thought she was different kind of singer, but there's quite a few female singers that have made that transition. It's not a permanent transition necessarily, but the ability to change styles from what you think their original girly pop stuff is, it's kind of interesting. The Stones have yet to announce any live performances around the release of Foreign Tongues, though in the Billboard article, Richard said he wasn't ruling out 2027.
Okay.
So there you are. So
Well,
I just thought that was kind of an interesting. It's like, well, how do you use AI to make music without ripping something off?
yeah, I mean, dude, how many of the Rolling Stones songs are kind of thieving of other stuff all by itself? You know, especially that middle when they were experimenting a lot, when they were trying to be a blues band and all that other stuff. You know,
Mhm.
I guess Dirty Work would be one of them. The
Right.
Harlem Shuffle and shit like that.
Sure.
You know, I mean, that was definitely borrowing from other bands. I think. I mean, I love his opinion on this, that he's not like completely against it, but he's like, use it responsibly is basically what he's saying.
Yeah, of course.
I I think the biggest negative to it, and I just looked it up and I'm very surprised by this. The biggest negative to this for any artist, not just the Rolling Stones, is going to be when they sell their catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they sell their catalog, then the likeness and the sound and everything is now the property of whatever company. And you could bet your ass that company's going to make something that sounds like the Rolling Stones for, you know, that next Kia commercial or whatever.
Right.
You know, they're going to use it, or they're going to make it, they're going to make a song for this movie or that movie or this TV show or whatever that sounds like the Rolling Stones but is AI. And believe it or not, the Rolling Stones have not sold their catalog yet. Is that crazy or what?
Yeah. You know, maybe they got some kind of a trust built into their family structure that leaves the catalog to the
kids or
heirs. Yeah.
And then, I don't know. I'm reading the article right here. He's not leaving it to kids either. The children don't need 500 million to live well, the Rolling Stones singer mused. Can you imagine leaving 500 million on the table?
Yeah.
I can't imagine anything hell, I would sell one of my kids for 500 million. 500 million.
Yeah.
That's a lot of millions.
Yeah, I'll take half of that.
That's I'll take 1/10 of that. Are you kidding me? I mean, yeah, I mean, I think they probably haven't sold it because of, well, they don't need it. They probably have made 500 million anyway. Don't you? I mean, what do you think Mick Jagger's worth? He's got to be worth that anyway, right?
You would think so.
Something else I'm learning as I read through this. Did you know that they lost the rights to all the music that they did pre-1971?
No.
Like all the major stuff, all the Satisfaction and stuff like that. They lost they lost the rights to a bad record deal when they first signed. And whoever that was owns that.
Yeah. According to AI overview here, Mick Jagger has an estimated net worth between 500 million and 600 million.
Can you imagine just sitting there going, nah, I don't want to double my net worth.
Yeah.
By signing one piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really all he has to do is sign a piece of paper and he doubles.
I mean, after you have so many millions, does it additional millions mean
probably
anything?
Doesn't matter. But you would think when you're in your 80s with a fucking infant kid, you might do it just to make sure the kid is taken care of.
Yeah, I know. That kid is going to starve once daddy dies.
You think that kid will ever remember his dad?
Probably not.
Probably not. I mean, Mick's going to die in the next 5 years, don't you think? I mean, I know he's healthy, and I'm not wishing that on him on any level.
I mean, he could be one of those cockroaches of rock and roll and still be out there singing Satisfaction at 100.
He could be. He could. And you know what? With the energy that he has, he might be. There is that thought. But, I mean, honestly, if we got a message 5 minutes from now that he died, would you even be remotely surprised?
No, I mean, the guy's 80 plus years
80
old.
80 plus, drugged his face off for fucking 50 years in a row. You know, I mean, it's surprising he's this old. Honestly, with the amount of drugs that the Rolling Stones did, it really is amazing that Mick and Keith are that old.
Mm-hmm.
Stunning.
And still performing.
And still performing at a high level.
Yeah.
put out an album 60 years later that's as good as anything that they did 40 years ago. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. But like I said, if you're, and I am not a big Rolling Stones
I'm not
fan.
either, but
I like some of their stuff. I don't own anything by Rolling Stone. I don't own anything.
I own a greatest hits. That's it.
But, I heard that Stars song and I thought, you know what, that album dropped this week. I'm gonna listen to it. And I've listened to it 4 times. I'm just like, I kind of like this.
And the last one was good too.
Yeah.
What was that? Diamonds or something?
Hackney Diamonds.
Hackney Diamonds.
Which is broken glass.
Which is, look, all it is to me is a Sydney Sweeney video.
Yes,
that's all I know. But
I know.
For Angry Again or whatever that song is.
Angry.
Just
yeah,
Angry.
I watched that like 3 times this week.
Why wouldn't you?
I love that video.
Why wouldn't you?
I know, but I never get tired of watching that video. I love that video.
Who doesn't want to see Sydney Sweeney's big tits bouncing
I know,
around in a car?
It just makes you feel good.
Yes.
Just watching that. It's just a fun, easy, lighthearted, just a fun video.
Yeah. See the Stones at various times in their career. See Sydney Sweeney rolling around like a maniac.
Mm-hmm. Dressed like a hot rocker girl.
Yes. What could be worse? Nothing. Or everything. Everything could be worse than that. That's literally like if you just rose yourself up to the clouds with a knife and just sliced a little piece of heaven and brought it down. That's what that is. It's fantastic. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, they're back. It's amazing that they're back because they have done some real shit for the past while. Like, even, remember his solo album, that She's the Boss?
Right.
With Just Another Night with You? Oof. That was some really bad. And the David Bowie, what was that song that they did together? Dancing in the Streets.
Yeah, that was way back in the 80s.
Yeah, it was awful. I mean, they've been not good for a lot of years. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan.
I kind of have an affection, though, for that album they did in, I think it was 83, Undercover.
Undercover. That was that the Stones? Undercover of the Night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What else was on that? I know that song. Let me see what else is on that. Rolling Stones Undercover. Well, here we go. Let's see what was on this album. Undercover of the Night, She Was Hot, Tie You Up, Wanna Hold You. I don't know any of these songs. Feel On, Baby, Too Much Blood, Pretty Beat Up.
Too Much Blood is a good song. It's a dark song.
Is it?
Yeah.
Don't know that I know that. Pretty Beat Up, Too Tough, All the Way Down, and It Must Be Hell. All right. Yeah, I know Undercover of the Night. That's about it. Undercover of the Night.
Hold on, baby. Hold on tight. Undercover of the Night.
Yeah. Yeah, I was not a fan of this. No, but to be honest, I probably didn't listen to it either.
Okay. I'm not a fan. I probably didn't listen to it.
I probably didn't because I'm not a fan of them.
Like, yeah, I get it.
Like, honestly, these last 2 records are the first 2 since, what was the one with Start Me Up? With the head on the cover.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Tattoo You.
Yeah, Tattoo You, right.
Tattoo You. That's the only Stones record I ever owned, ever. Other than, I mean, I do have the greatest hits, but that's the only actual cassette that I ever stole from Kmart of the Rolling Stones, was that one.
Yeah.
That was what, 82?
Yeah, I remember when Rolling Stones were coming to, I believe they were playing at Richfield Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what tour it was. It was late 70s or early 80s.
Right.
And I remember Mick Jagger was doing an interview with one of the local Cleveland television stations and stuff. Okay. And they were asking him then about retirement. and he was saying, Yeah, he says, it's crossed my mind. Mind you, this was like 1979 or 80, somewhere around there. He goes, mind you, it's crossed my mind because for a 40-year-old man to be out there singing Start Me Up, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. and now he's still doing it. Now he's still doing it.
At double the age he was.
Yeah, exactly. 40 more years later, he's still out there. I wonder if he still thinks it. That's funny. Since we're just off on old stuff, we'll get back to the Stones and play that song here in a minute. But
all right.
So today, I was listening to the greatest hits of Kenny Loggins.
Okay.
Because I put up a segment of me sounding like a bitch when I came back to the show, talking about going to the Blue Sky Riders.
Right.
And it is a really cringy segment for me, to be honest. But I listened to it, and I was listening to some just the greatest hits of Kenny Loggins. Did you know he did a duet with Stevie Nicks that was a hit? Whenever, what is it called? Whenever I call you friend.
Yeah, whenever I call you friend.
Yeah. I had no idea that Stevie Nicks ever did something with Kenny Loggins. I wonder if she was banging him too.
Could be.
I mean, everybody else that she did, well, I don't know. Did she fuck Tom Petty?
I don't think so. He was married at the time they did that Dragging My Heart Around thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I saw an article this week about that Edge of 17, where that title of that song came from.
Where's that?
That was when he met Tom Petty and his wife, and they were hanging around, and she said that she was talking to Tom Petty's wife and asked, when they met and when they got married. And because, he's got the Southern accents, because of her Southern accent, she said at the age of 17. But because the accent, it sounded like she said at the edge of 17.
Okay.
And that's where the song title came from.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. I just read that this week because she misunderstood what she was saying.
Right.
But she said, I met Tom at the age of 17.
All right. Do you think she fucked any of the guys like Walter Egan? She did a song with him too.
It's hard to tell.
Or John Stewart. I don't know who that is. They did a song called Gold.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't he host the Daily Show?
I don't think it's the same guy. Just a guess.
Not the same guy.
He must have been about 3 when it happened. It was 1979. So, but I know she was banging Don Henley when they did Leather and Lace.
Yeah, they had a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good on her. A lot of great songs, a lot of celebrity dick. Good for her. All right, let me go back to the Rolling Stones here.
All right.
Let me get back on the screen here so people can hear. What's this song called again? It's called Jealous Lover.
Right.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just like Emotional Rescue.
Yeah,
you know
no
that
kidding.
song?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow. I haven't heard this voice out of him in centuries. All right, here
Like
we
I
go.
said, it was like a big throwback,
Yeah,
70s throwback song.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Example of how stupid we are as guys. Clearly, he should just get in his car and drive away from this bitch, but she licked him on the ear a little bit.
That's what I would do and have.
Yeah. And meanwhile, she licks him on his ear a little bit, and he's like, all right, baby. It's fine.
All right, I'll take you back.
It's fine. Come on back. All right, here we go. An awful lot like the tranny in Euphoria.
Okay.
I wonder if it is. Let me see. I'm going to look that up. What's this called? Jealous Lover?
Yeah.
Is the woman in the Rolling Stones Jealous Lover video. And that would make sense with the Sydney Sweeney tie-in. Also in the show Euphoria. Let's see. See what Grok said. No, it's not. All right. The girl in the video is Anya Taylor-Joy. Not a member of the cast of Euphoria. It looks like the dude, chick, whatever. Looks like him. But all right, a little more. Throw her out a window. She's all over him, and then she walks away.
Yeah.
She blue balls him, and then is like, "Oh, I'm out of here. Bye."
It's just that control.
Mm-hmm. Vagina makes them all nuts. All right, here we go. Why was there 5 all of a sudden? Are these past broads that he's brought to this hotel or something?
Probably.
All right. I haven't seen this video.
It's the haunted hotel.
I guess so. When do you think the Rolling Stones have ever stayed in a shitty hotel like this?
Maybe in the very, very, very early days.
1962. They probably had to be told what this was. Yeah, this is this is a hotel that you guys would never go to.
Yeah, that looks like that's also filmed over there in West Hollywood where this Sydney Sweeney video was filmed.
Right on. Well, that's probably where they live, right? Do they live here or do they live in England?
No idea. I'm sure they have places all over the place.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd have a place in France and a place in England and
place in Florida.
Yeah. All right, a little more. Here we go. It's too artsy for me.
What? The video?
The video, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's way artsy. I liked Sydney Sweeney in a car. That's what I liked.
There's not too much confusion there. What's going on?
No. This is just a bunch of 6s beating this guy up.
Right.
And you think these girls are real hot? I don't think they're even that hot.
I don't think so. They're just all blonde.
Yeah. Fake blonde.
Yeah.
Bottle blonde. Yeah.
So what do you think as far as the song?
I think the song is cool. I've heard the song. The song is cool. And the video, not so much, but I like it. Again, I'm on board 60 whatever years later, and they're still making good music. Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely a fan of a band that actually has kept it together and making quality music at this point. You know, that's a good thing. Doesn't happen often.
No.
Not these days.
It's like you guys got a winner of an album.
Yeah, good for them. It really is amazing. And I know I'm repeating. It's amazing that they are as old as they are, making good music and kicking ass on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Mick Jagger's still running around like a lunatic. That's amazing. He's 80 years old. Dude, can you imagine he's only, 15 years younger than your dad?
True.
Can you imagine your dad getting out on one of these stages and running around like Mick Jagger?
No.
Dancing around, talking about not being able to get any satisfaction? Jesus. And your dad's in really healthy shape for an older guy.
Yeah, for a guy his age. I mean, he still lives by himself and, 97.
Yeah. But at 97, he's more focused on like his garden or something. He's not focused on, let me make a kick-ass rock record and tour. You wonder what drives Mick Jagger. He's got all the money in the world. He's accomplished everything. I mean, no matter how good this is, there's nothing to be gained, like actually gained. You know what I mean? I mean, the money doesn't matter. I'd imagine he'd rather be in his house with his 1-year-old or whatever, the baby. That's all people by itself. But you know what I mean? I mean, and I'm not trying to say in any way that he should retire or anything, because he should die on stage. And I think that's the goal. But it really is amazing that he's not, at this point, he's got money like a king, and he could do whatever he wants, and he still wants to get out there and rock. That's a drive I'll never understand.
Well, again, these guys have been doing it for so long. It's just part of them. And it's just like, well, what am I going to do? I can't just stop.
Yeah. And I wonder, and this is across the board, not just Mick Jagger, but everybody. I wonder how many of their divorces stem from time off because they don't know how to be around their wife for like 2 years in a row or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're just not, they're used to being worshiped nonstop. You know, like the Rolling Stones. You got to think every time they get off a plane, there's 15 people going, "Oh my God, Mick, you're the best. You're the greatest."
Yeah. You can't even just go out on a normal walk on your street.
Yeah. And then you come home for 2 years and your wife's like, "Hey, stupid, go cut the fucking grass." You know, or make me some lunch or something.
Yeah, we got people for that.
Yeah, well, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
They'll complain about this car's not nice enough for me. Don't you care enough about me to put me in a nicer vehicle? You know, that whatever the bullshit would be, to where they're just like, well, fuck it, I got to write another album, get out of here. I got to go do some more work. Okay, honey, I'm leaving. Bye.
Yep. Time to hit the road again.
See you in a year and a half. Make sure you change the diapers accordingly. I still can't believe the man has a fucking baby. He's 81 years old and he has a baby. He gets together with Al Pacino and his wife and they just have like a play date for their kids.
Right.
Good God. Hardy boy. I don't think Mick cuts grass. Probably not. It was just an example.
So he's just talking about the mundane things you do around a house.
Talking about day-to-day shit that a wife drives you crazy over. You know. Mm-hmm. Well, good on the Stones. Happy to see this. Happy to see that they are still around and still doing it at a high level. That's pretty cool.
Yep. Now, again, I recommend, Foreign Tongues for anybody who wants to give it a listen. It's actually very good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It's a very good record.
Mm-hmm.
But let's do the contrast of that, shall we? Let's swing the pendulum the other way, yay.
Okay.
Let's talk about a guy that isn't any good, in our opinion. Mine, I don't know. I think you're in the same boat. Let's talk about Vinnie Vincent.
Okay. Is he still around?
He's still a thing.
Right.
Vinnie Vincent opens up about his $2 million album and music industry frustrations. You remember 6 months ago he was releasing Guitarmageddon?
Yeah, he was only selling it to the hardcore fans.
Yeah, that had to pay $2 million to get it. And you know how many he sold, right?
Well, it was like $5,000 a song or something, wasn't it?
Oh no, he scrapped that. And then he offered the whole album, the new Guitarmageddon, for the nice sum of $2 million.
Is that all?
$2 million.
Yeah. Okay.
And he sold none. I know that's a big shock, but he sold none. So somebody got a hold of him to talk about the $2 million album.
All right.
Dig into this. Former Kiss guitarist Vinnie Vincent has once again defended the eye-catching $2 million asking price attached to his long-awaited album Guitarmageddon, explaining that the decision is rooted less in publicity and more in protecting the value of his life's work. Stop it. Stop it. Your work when you were in Kiss is not worth $2 million.
Or Vinnie Vincent Invasion.
Well, certainly not that. I'm talking about the band that is worth $2 million.
Right.
As Kiss.
But we're talking about his contributions to music.
Yeah. His contributions to music are not worth $2 million. Do you see any way that they are? And I don't even want to take this as a fan perspective. I'm just talking about legitimacy of earning potential.
No.
Do you think that if you took all the songs that Vinnie Vincent wrote, he wrote what, Lick It Up and those songs?
I don't know what percentage he wrote of those songs.
I'm just saying, just in general, whatever it is, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Let's say it's 10%. Let's say it's 10% is what he's credited with. Do you think if you gathered them all up together, they're worth $2 million on the open market?
No.
that's kind of, why would some album, when he's way long past his expiration date, why would his contribution be worth $2 million?
Oh, because he wants $2 million.
Yeah. Well, nobody was willing to pay that.
Well, why
no
would
human,
they?
no record company, no nobody. Nobody was willing to spend that. But let's hear his reasoning, because this dude is a jewel, man. I love when this guy talks, because every time he talks, it's another stupid thing.
Right, of course. Well, it's delusion.
It's just straight up craziness with this guy. Vincent addressed fans directly through the Vinnie Vincent Invasion Facebook page after one supporter questioned whether he still creates music for artistic fulfillment or whether financial concerns have become his primary motivation. His response offered a rare glimpse into how he views creativity, ownership, and the challenges of releasing music in today's digital landscape. The guitarist also reiterated why his extensive archive of unreleased material has remained locked away for years. After he charged people a few $100s a piece to buy it.
Right.
But that's a whole nother issue.
And never delivered.
And never sent it to him. He says, I create for me first. Do you believe that?
No.
I don't believe that at all. Responding to the fans' question, Vincent emphasized that music has always begun as a personal creative outlet. Of course I create for me first. That's where it normally begins. He explained that inspiration comes before commercial considerations. The heart dictates the desire. Ugh, this is just ridiculous nonsense here. While he enjoys sharing his work with listeners, Vincent said he hopes his music can connect with people emotionally. Yeah, of course I want everyone to enjoy something I create that could bring joy or pain to their emotional need. Eesh. Piracy and economics. Despite the passion for creating music, Vincent said releasing new material has become far more complicated because it remains his livelihood. Well, here's the news flash, Vince, or Vicky, or whatever your name is these days. Your value is not what it used to be. Your value for your creative output is not the same as it was in 1980. When was Vinnie Vincent Invasion? 86?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It's not worth the same. It's just, music's not worth the same. And you're not successful. I hate to tell him that. You know who can get $2 million for an album? Metallica. Metallica can sell that album to a record company that will pay probably $10 million to put it out. But that's Metallica. You're Vinnie Vincent. Last time you had a song anybody ever gave a shit about, I was in high school. Now I'm almost in the grave. I mean, Jesus. Is he kidding with this? Thoughts?
Well, if you recall when he was making the rounds and he was out and about and playing, and he was invited to come up on stage and play with Gene Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
It was very clear that this guy didn't even know how to play.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost looked as if he had lost his ability to know how to, play a song, because he was so fixated on watching Gene, he couldn't figure out where the proper placement of his hands should be and playing the guitar.
I think you might be assuming that, Neeley, because according to this, describing his work ethic, he added, I get up at 4 a.m. and work 15 hours straight.
Doing what?
Working on these great songs that no one's ever going to hear.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and works 15 straight hours. Not even a break to get a sandwich.
All right. You think he works 15 hours a day on crafting songs? Come on.
You know how many songs he would? I mean, when did he even come out of retirement? I was what, 17 or 18 or something?
Yeah, I can't recall, but
7, 8 years ago.
yeah, it's been a while.
So if he's been working on music 15 hours a day for 8 years, there better be more than 10 songs done. There better be 1,000 songs.
What do you think he does for money?
That is such a hard one. I mean, they were throwing a lot of money around in the 80s. Did he sign a big contract for Vinnie Vincent Invasion? Like $5 million or something?
I don't know.
Although even if he did, I cannot imagine that he was a frugal guy. Didn't seem to be. I don't know. I have no idea. You would think if he worked at like a grocery store or something, we would have gotten a picture at this point. Somebody would have taken a picture. But he's got to work, don't you think? He has to work.
I would think so. I would think he'd have to be doing something.
Hope it's not being a dog groomer. That would not be good for the dogs.
Right.
From what I've heard anyway.
Isn't he the one that they found the dogs in a freezer or something?
Or he killed them or something. Or
they were dead out on the yard or something.
Yeah, or something. They were in like a kennel or something and they were all dead. I don't remember this. I know there was something with him killing dogs. But there's so many stories with this guy and none of them are good. You know, there's that. There's the ridiculous auction that we covered where he was selling, what was he selling? The rights to the handwritten lyrics for like 10 G's or something.
Right.
And this guy is a case. If he has 10 songs, he's selling each song for $200,000. $200,000 a song.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's paying that?
It's well worth it.
To who?
To the hardcore Vinnie Vincent fans.
Yeah, there's about 6 of those guys. I'll tell you, who's waiting for some Vinnie Vincent music is our friend Chris Wicks. I think he bought 2 different box sets and didn't get them.
Yeah, he didn't get them.
He did not get them. He's still waiting for his box sets. But so anyway, there you have it. There's your Vinnie Vincent update.
Wow.
He explained why his album was a mere $2 million.
Well, it is a seller's market.
Let's see. Chris, Vinnie's late wife, who drank herself to death, was a paralegal, so she was apparently supporting him. A few months after she died, the bank seized their house. All right, I don't know that that's true. I'm not saying it's not, but it wouldn't shock me if it did. So where does he live?
That would be Ace Frehley. Shock me.
Yeah. Shock me. Take my house from me. Down,
Right.
down.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think he lives on?
I don't know. Trailer park? Could he have, when he had money, bought a trailer and a acre of land somewhere where he just has to come up with $2,000 a year for property tax or something?
Yeah, I know, but how about just day-to-day living?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he cuts Mick Jagger's grass. I can't imagine what he does.
Yeah, well, he works 15 hours a day. I hope he's generating some bucks.
Yeah, well, he must work the second job, those other, 9 hours that are left or 11 hours that are left. Whatever, what is it, 9? God, mine. All right, chat room, go ahead and put the fucking stupid monkey banging on the keyboard up. I am the worst at math.
Math is hard, Beavis.
It is hard. It is hard. All right, well, that's what Vinnie Vincent is up to. In case anybody was wondering, now you have a justification to give him your $2 million so you can get that album, because he's putting in 15 hours a day straight.
Well, he's putting in 15 hours a day, and he gets up at 4 in the morning to
4 in the morning to knock it down,
because he's dedicated.
That's right. He's He's for the people. That's what he's doing. He's sharing his life's work with the people. People that just have an extra 2 million laying around. Dummy.
So dumb.
It is dumb. Oh, you want one more or you want to go to break?
Yeah, no, let's just do one short one.
All right. This one is going to probably make your head hurt. And it makes mine hurt. And it's a band I love, which makes it even worse.
All right.
So, as you're aware, it's difficult out there for bands these days. They got to do whatever they can to make money. And you know what band is struggling the most to make money? And they got to keep coming up with new ways to make money.
Metallica.
Mm-hmm. Look at them. They are now offering a $5 a month package to stream their shows on nugs.net.
All right.
You pay for the rest of the summer. You get 3 months as long as you buy it by August 15th. And then after that, it goes to, there's 2 plans after that. There's a $14.99 a month that it converts into.
What do you get with that for that?
Well, I'll look it up here.
What do you get for $14.99 a month?
Well, let's see. View all plans. Well, here, let's put it on the screen. Or I'm sorry. Well, no, right now it's $4.99, but then it turns into $14.99.
Right.
You get exclusive concert live streams.
Okay.
Full concert videos on demand. Official concert audio in MP3 or AAC. And here's the big one, 15% off purchases at nugs.net.
All right. Well, I guess if you like to purchase music, getting the MP3s of the concerts.
Or the video. I mean, they do. Here's the issue I have with this. They put up at least one song from every show they play on YouTube for free.
Right.
So literally every song that they've done over the 72 Seasons tour is on YouTube for free. So I guess if you were at one of the, like I went to the Detroit show, maybe I'd want the Detroit full video.
That's kind of what Kiss did years ago.
Yeah.
Where they recorded the show and you could get the one that you were at.
Yeah. But it's just, I'll get to it in a minute.
All right.
The other plan, $25 a month.
Yeah, that's, wow. All right.
$25 a month. You also, in addition to those things that I just named, you get high-res lossless and immersive audio. Does that move you?
No.
4K video streaming? Again, streaming, not keeping, streaming. So you get it in a higher quality while you're paying. And of course, go ahead.
So you get everything from the other package plus this.
Plus this, yes.
Yeah.
And then lastly, you get an upgrade from 15% off at nugs.net to 20% off at nugs.net.
Right.
What a bargain.
For, what is that, $300 a year? Yeah, it's $300 a year.
Why does Metallica need this? I mean, yeah, look, it's a special $249.99 a year if you buy it in bulk. If you buy it for the whole year at a time, save 17% on the monthly plan. Again, I don't have a problem with the bands that need this doing this. If LA Guns was doing this, I'd be like, yeah, cool, right? Metallica does not need this. Metallica's getting ready to go and play 20 shows in Vegas that cost $10,000 a ticket. But you can buy a stream of it if you just sign up for nugs.net. Yeah. Why? Are they that desperate that they have to monetize everything? I'm surprised they don't have a hotel cam. Follow the guys around for $50 a month. You can see them eat breakfast, take a shower, wash their hair. I mean, that's about what we're at, isn't it? This is ridiculous. And you know, I love Metallica. I don't want to smash them, but you got to smash this. This is terrible from them. It's a bad look. Doesn't it make them look very cheap?
I suppose. Well, I guess that's for the people who can't afford to go to their concerts.
I guess you just get your nugs.
You get to sit at home and still see the show.
Yeah. I guess. I wonder if it's live or if it's
Well, it
later.
says streaming. It says live stream.
Well, that could just be a live stream after the show.
The exclusive concert live streams, and then full concert video on demand.
On demand, which means it's already done.
Yeah, I know that one is, but but you could see a live event while it's happening, and then you could go back to the archives and get the other shows too.
Yeah. Gee, what a bonus. Might have to sign up for the $5 one just to watch one of these Sphere ones. I do gotta admit, I know it's stupid money and I would never spend it, but you know that they're gonna do some cool shit with that Sphere. You know it's gonna look cool or be cool. Don't you think?
Well, you would hope so.
I would hope somebody paying $20,000 for a ticket gets a good experience. But yeah, I don't know. These guys are really disappointing. I mean, dude, if you watch Cliff 'Em All, it starts with them stealing beer from a convenience store. And they've gone from stealing beer in a convenience store
to stealing money directly out of your wallet.
Right from their fans.
Old habits die hard.
I mean, what am I going to do this year? Am I going to buy a new car or am I going to go see Metallica? Because that's the kind of decision people have to make with this shit. It's crazy. It's not built for us regular folk. That's for sure. And that's the most disappointing was what Metallica was a band that was for those of us that honestly that couldn't afford to go to like Motley Crue or any of that kind of shit. You had this evil, heavier band. And now they're just another set. Now they're fucking U2. And that really is fucking disappointing. To me. I don't know. You don't like them as much, so I'm sure you don't give a shit. But
I just, again, it's always upping the ante all the time, constantly.
Yeah. Ugh, just sucks.
Well, how much more can we get from our fans this year?
Yeah.
What other ideas did you have to make it exciting to get them to open their wallets just a little bit wider?
Yeah, why not? You already got James Hetfield out there hawking whiskey. He doesn't even drink anymore. I wish he'd drink some of it so at least the concerts for nugs.net would be interesting. Instead of this, hey friends, glad you're here. Metallica family. Let's sing Until It Sleeps Together, family. So fucking awful. Well, good on them. They're making their money. If anybody needs to support Metallica further, you feel like they're, living check to check again, you can sign up for nugs.net.
Right.
So have at it, folks. So dumb. All right, and I think that's enough.
All right. Well, since you were talking about merch and you threw in LA Guns in there, I did send you an email with a couple of photos from tonight's show at the Arcada.
All right.
Our good friend Scarfoot is out at the show, and he took a couple of pictures of the merch table, what they're offering over there.
Let's see what we got here. All right. Share that.
There you go. You can buy Johnny Martin's leopard skin bass stage played for only $1,800. Marked down from $2,000.
Wow.
You can buy it. That could be your very own.
You kidding me?
You could buy that.
The first question most people would ask is, who the fuck is Johnny Martin?
Well, he's Doc Martin's son.
Is he? Let's see what else we got here. Oh, signed set list.
Look at that.
What's that sell for? 200? Wow. $10 each for a Phil Lewis.
With a pick.
Doesn't that look like it's just like cropped out of like a magazine or something?
Well, it looks like it was cropped out of one of their posters.
What if somebody sat there with scissors and cut it all up?
Well, what I find funny is that he's selling photos of himself from back in the day rather than selling a current photo with his
His zoot suit or
his wacky suits that he's wearing now.
his zoot suit and his white hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least it's only $10. That's really not terrible for
For a signed photo.
a signed photo with a pic. That's not terrible. I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. Well,
Sure.
well, there you have it. Well, good on who's out there? Scarfoot?
Yeah.
Well, enjoy, Scarfoot. Hope you're having a good time. Tell me how it was since I skipped it on Thursday.
A couple of our CMS fans are out there tonight.
Well, I know they were emailing to see if you were going to be out there.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
They wanted to know if you were coming. So
Coming out to the guns, man.
to the Arcada to see a band that you've seen 43 times.
Yeah. So there you are.
There it is.
There's merch for you.
Mm-hmm.
Open up them wallets.
That's right. Get to it.
Our favorite bands need money.
Yeah, especially Metallica. I'm really feeling bad for them. They're so broke. God. So stupid.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that'll wrap up that segment.
Yeah, I'd say.
All right. Well, we're going to jump into the tunes once again. Looking at the old Fast Pass here. We got a request here for some XYZ, some Terry Illuse with something from the Hungry release.
Okay.
So Johnny Castle wants to hear some Face Down in the Gutter.
Wow, digging deep into the record, I see.
I know, man.
Wow.
So for Johnny Castle, here's XYZ exclusively here.
On your classic metal show.
This is Mike Petrak, drummer from Virulence, and you're listening to CMS TV.
From the Mechanics release, that's UFO with We Belong to the Night. That one going out by request to the Hardy Boy. Just before that, we heard Quiet Riot with Sign of the Times for the Electric Fence. Grand Design in there with Thrill of the Night for King Trump. Zan Cody with Sever for George from Sydney. Betty Blowtorch in there. Hell on Wheels for Floyd Gundoli. Fire and Ice with Welcome to the Show for Mark Russell.
Did you hear Quiet Riot in there when you were playing that Fire and Ice?
Yeah, I did. Sounded just like it.
Yeah. Well, that kid clearly should get the gig then. I can't believe how much attention this guy's getting. And good for him. I'm not even slapping him or nothing. It's just funny that this kid submitted some demo and all of a sudden people are picking sides. Like, he should be the guy. So, come on.
Well, I mean, he's a dead knockoff for Kevin Dubrow sound-alike.
Yeah.
That's it. Sound-alike.
Sound-alike, not look-alike.
No, sound-alike.
And maybe we're wrong. Maybe they will take him. Who knows? But
if they ever wanted to go into the studio and just make a studio record that sounded like a traditional Kevin Dubrow style Quiet Riot album, that would be the guy.
Who would sign off on that? Who would have to sign? Who would that be? Frankie Banali's wife?
Yeah, whoever possesses the Quiet Riot rights, I guess.
All right.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know, but okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and move forward here. I want to play a game with you, okay?
All right. Play a game with me.
All right. There was a huge announcement this week. Huge. Debut solo album from a guy, and we've been waiting for this, clearly. This guy's career started in 1963. Would you like to? He's in our world, in the world of classic metal.
The only one I can think of is Klaus Meine.
Oh, no. Way bigger than that. This is astounding news.
So he's a classic metal guy and his career started in 63?
Yes. Big name. Big.
Oh, all right.
Of course, I'm completely joking about the big name.
Okay.
Tell me when you give up.
I give up. I mean, if it was, I mean, obviously we know that Scorpions started way back in the 60s, but that's the only guy I can think of that is in the quote unquote classic metal realm.
Let me put this another way, Neeley. If I let you name 1,000 musicians, you would not name this guy.
Probably not.
But somehow, some way, there was a big announcement this week. I don't even know how this got on Blabbermouth. This is so ridiculous. Let me share this with you. Of course, I'm talking about Slade guitarist Dave Hill.
Okay.
Slade guitarist Dave Hill is preparing his debut solo album, Dirty Foot Lane. He formed the band in 1963.
All right.
Why? Who? But that's my question. Who? Does this guy sell 100 copies? Seriously?
Well, no. And again, why has it taken him 6 decades to put out a song, out an album?
Hey, what is that? 63 years ago?
Yeah.
That he formed the band.
Right.
The guy got to be 80 or 90, right?
Yeah, he's got to be 80 at least. Because, I mean, the Beatles came out in 2? And Paul McCartney, I think he's 80-something. And, of course, Rolling Stones came out in 63. And, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards are both 80.
This guy is 80.
Yeah, 80.
80. But, again, I'm not even trying to bag on the guy necessarily, but you're 80. The window for releasing a solo record is long over.
Yeah.
I would say his window for releasing a solo album ended 40 years ago. Wouldn't you? If this guy was really passionate about releasing a solo record, he should have done it on the back of Run, Run Away. That's the only time this would have mattered, or when Quiet Riot was having success off of his tunes.
Yeah. To try to at least get some kind of notoriety.
Yeah. I mean,
now I know they're an English band, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's got a bigger audience over there than over here.
What would that bigger audience be, Neeley? 200 people?
I don't know. Maybe he could sell at club level. Who knows?
No way. No.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Dave Hill. Aside from being Dusty's brother.
Yeah, exactly. And Bo's cousin.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm looking at his wiki page.
Ian's grandfather.
Yeah, exactly. And how sad is that? He's old enough to be Ian Hill's grandfather, or at least Ian Hill's father.
Right.
Jeez. This guy did an autobiography, which that all by itself, who the fuck is reading the autobiography of Dave Hill from Slade? Do you know anybody that's a Slade fan? Not a Quiet Riot fan of the Slade songs. Do you know anybody that's ever owned a Slade record?
Not that I'm aware of. I never even was aware of Slade until the Quiet Riot covers.
Yeah. I did own the Run, Run Away tape. It was yellow, I think, or is that Men Without Hats? I can't remember. They were like the same band. They were like the same band to me. Yeah. I just saw this and was like, this is the dumbest headline of the week. I mean, who cares? And that's just the question. Who the fuck cares about this?
Yeah, is eagerly awaited.
By who?
Eagerly anticipated. God damn it, Dave. When you going to release that goddamn album? We've been waiting for so long.
I've been waiting
Stop
63
teasing us.
years for this.
Stop teasing us. Will ya?
Well, would you like to hear the first single?
Sure, why not?
All right. Well, let's flip over to that.
Because Dirty Foot Lane is a very captivating title.
It's almost as captivating as getting new music from Dave Hill.
It's
almost.
It's as captivating as Abbey Road.
Well, you know, the Beatles, Dave Hill.
Yep.
Same. All right, well, here it is. This is the single, Play It to the Crowd. It's Dave Hill from
Well,
Slade.
play it to me, Chris.
All right, here we go. Out and on him any slower. So what, they're going to go all the way through to the chorus and then show him playing? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, he's gonna get to the stage just in time to start ripping into the solo.
Like Don in 30 years. He does. Got the hat and stuff.
Yeah.
This guy looks like if Don fucked current Blackie Lawless. Doesn't he?
He's the love grandpa of Don and Black.
Or a fat Neil Young or something. He's got a lot of looks going on here.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of people.
So this sounds like a cross between a Rolling Stones song and a Bad Company song.
Yeah. The song's not bad. Not sure why he held out on us for the last 65 years, but
well, it was eagerly anticipated.
Yeah. Building and building and building until
Well, they just wanted to make sure they had the right press and the.
That's right. Chip's trying to clear his calendar for the day.
That's it.
And here's one. This is a pet peeve and it should not matter, but it's annoying as shit that he's not singing along to the words. Like he's singing at a show and they're just throwing content in there. Instead of having him sing this song.
That's like a resurrected Louis Anderson.
He does.
He's got the Louis Anderson teeth.
Seriously? He looks like a scarecrow in like a movie. Ichabod Crane looking motherfucker.
Right. He looks like he could pull his head off and throw it at you.
Painted orange and star in a Halloween video.
Right.
Jesus Christ. All right, but song's good. Let's give it a little more here. This is Dave Hill. Play it to the crowd. Before we go any further, Neely, do you need me to put the pre-order link up somewhere so that you can buy it?
Right.
Well, there it is. That's Dave Hill.
So he sings and play guitar.
This guy is talented.
I guess.
He's been holding out on us for far too long. I can accept the first 50 years he made us wait, but these last 13, that's way too long to be waiting for this. I mean, gee.
I lost interest in waiting for this back in 1989.
When we'd only been waiting, 35 years at that point.
Right.
I mean, dude. And again, I don't know this guy from anything. I don't know Slade from anything, really. I know the Quiet Riot songs and Run, Run Away. And that's exactly what I know from Slade. So I don't know if they're popular or they're not popular or whatever. I have a feeling they fall into that like Diamond Head place of like people know their songs from other people doing them, but nobody knows Slade. And that includes in England as well. I could be wrong. I probably am. But there's nobody anticipating. I don't give a shit what the fucking ChatGPT wrote on the paper here. There's nobody on this earth anticipating this record. This guy's probably not anticipating this record. He's probably just happy to get it out and be done with it.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, is there anybody anticipating? Anybody on this planet, do you think? If you had to guess a number of people that will pre-order this because they're anticipating it.
Right.
What would you think that number is?
3.
That's about what I was going to say. I can't imagine that it's 10. And that doesn't even matter that it's a decent song. I cannot fathom who would be wanting this. So anyway, that's Dave Hill. He's out there, friends, in case you were wondering.
Well, at least he's got some snazzy stage clothes. He's got the sparkly jacket and the cool hat and the gangster white tie.
Yeah, he's looking dapper.
Yeah.
Very dapper.
At least he understands the performance and presentation end.
Yeah, well, he certainly does. To complement that musical ability that has had us anticipating this thing forever. Nonsense. Anyway, I was just surprised to see that on Blabbermouth. That's the kind of news I expect Harmless Dave to tell me, not Blabbermouth, but
right.
All right, well, here's a news story. This is of a much more closer to somebody will give a fuck area. Did you hear the big news about King Diamond this week?
No.
This is actually big news. After 40 years, he parted ways with Andy LaRocque.
All right.
And replaced him with Gus G. I don't picture Gus G in a million years fitting into this. I mean, I know he can play the parts. But I can't. Can you see Gus G on a King Diamond stage?
Well, Gus G plays with Ozzy.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
He played with Ozzy, so he'll play with other people, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I believe me, I don't think that Gus is in any way not capable. I mean, certainly Gus is a great guitar player. There's no question about that. But is Gus the right? It'd be like Joel Holstra. Joel Holstra could play the parts, obviously. He went out with Accept. He could play the parts, but does he look the part for that band? I don't think Joel looked the part for Accept. I mean, Gus looks like he's like a 15-year-old kid. And let me see. Don't we have a picture of Gus in here somewhere? I think. Yeah. Look at Gus. That guy, that's him trying to look evil.
Yeah.
He's trying to look evil for his promo shot for King Diamond. Doesn't look too evil to me. I guess the bigger question is what the hell with Andy? 40 years? You just throw him aside?
Well, maybe he doesn't want to tour anymore.
Well, that's not true because he just released that Lex Legion band.
Well, maybe that's why he's leaving King Diamond. Maybe he's trying to develop that.
Maybe. Just doesn't make a lot of sense. I got a feeling King Diamond threw him out for doing the Lex Legion band.
Maybe.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
And Andy's probably like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do? You don't release music and tour, but once every 10 years.
Yeah, I have to sit around and wait.
Yeah, and he's tried other things. Remember didn't he do that? Didn't they have a project with Hank Sherman? From Merciful Fate or King Diamond or whichever.
Oh, he
band?
may have. Yeah, he may have.
It was like Sherman LaRoque or something. I don't remember. I know there was something with some of these guys that play with King Diamond, but I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I mean, to me, this is big news. You know, that because this guy, this Andy LaRoque guy, everybody, when they mention King Diamond, that's usually the guy. If you're not talking about King himself, you're talking about him.
Yeah, well, it's like Jon Bon Jovi and Richie Sambora.
Yeah, it is.
Same thing.
It really is.
Keith Richards and Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger, exactly. But I guess that's sad news or good news. I'm happy for Gus. He's a nice guy, so good for him for getting a good gig. Must be nice to be that good that you can get the big gigs.
But how many gigs is King Diamond doing?
Well, that's the question. Is he?
I mean, I thought King Diamond was having some real health issues, like lung-related issues, like respiratory problems.
He may be. I don't know. I know for a while he was doing that new, whatever that Hospital 1920, that's allegedly the name of the album that God only knows if we're ever going to get. It's in like Chinese democracy mode at this point. You know, I mean, he's been saying that it's coming for at least a decade. So, I don't know. I like King Diamond though, so I'd like something to come out. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Otherwise, you'll have to be happy with Lex Legion.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man, it sounds just like King Diamond.
Yeah, it really does. So I guess
it only has all the former and current and former members of King Diamond in it.
Yeah, so maybe that's all you need. Look, Jackal in the chat room. Gus is not King Diamond material. How do you know? How do you know? Maybe he'll paint his face and look like he's out of a black metal band or something. You don't know. I don't know, but we'll see. So, King Diamond now with Gus G on guitar. All right, one more little one before we get to the Bon Jovi crap.
All right.
Our guy Eddie Trunk is notorious for saying something that he's absolutely correct on. It's weird. The last 2 weeks I've been actually pro Eddie Trunking.
How about that?
I know, it's weird. But one thing he says fairly often, and I've heard him say it at least a dozen times, is that no band ever truly retires. They just step away for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And here's yet another case. For the, I believe, third time, Ministry is retiring. Did he not say like 5 years ago he was done? And then or 10 years ago, and then he put out that Relapse record and then put out like 3 or 4 more?
Right.
But then even before that, like right after his whole I Hate George Bush series of records, the No W and the, all those records, didn't he say then he was retiring as well? I think. Well, he's retiring again, Neely.
All right.
Are you sad?
No, I'm not a big Ministry fan.
Yeah, I'm not really either. I mean, I like the one album that everybody likes. The one with Psalm 69 and The New World Order. Dun, 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 dun. It's a pretty cool album, but yeah, I mean, Filth Pig and records like that were not very good. So he's retiring, he says, but not before you get yet again another album. Because we got to promote the album first.
Is this the much anticipated Ministry album?
I don't think this holds the same anticipation level as Dave Hill.
All right.
But I think maybe there is some anticipation for this band to go away, maybe. Let me see. You want to hear the single? For Burned Out? This is another one that makes me think he's not really going to go away.
All right.
Just because I think he's burned out. And that's why he's doing this, but he ain't going nowhere. Here we go. Do you have any idea what's going on here?
No.
I think you got to be on the drugs that Sir Al is known for doing to get this video. This definitely seems like a drugged out video, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch a little more of this. Here we go. I do not get it.
He's got anime mixed in there with claymation mixed in with,
some kind of AI art. You got all kinds of shit going on here.
Two-dimensional cartoon.
Yeah. Some of it looks like it was shot on the set of the Ruth Buzzy era of space shows, whatever that show was called. What was that called? Not Lost in Space, but
No, it was
it's her and Jim Neighbors. I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah. It was
Lost Saucer.
That's it.
The Lost Saucer. There we go. Yeah, this is bizarre.
Weird.
You're not anticipating that one?
Well, again, I'm not a Ministry fan, so this will come and go without any recognition on my part.
Which one will you listen to more, this one or the Dave Hill?
I would listen to the Dave Hill.
Yeah, I probably would too.
It's kind of like I said, it has kind of a Bad Company / Rolling Stones kind of sound to it.
Black Crowsy sort of London choir boys or whatever they're called. Yeah, I'm probably with you on that. But anyway, I just wanted to share that little tidbit that for the third time, Ministry is retiring, allegedly. We'll see how long that lasts. So that leaves us with the Bon Jovi story. Now, do you have info on this, or?
Well, I have a story on it.
Okay. I mean, why don't you go ahead and start reading that, and I'll see if I can't dig up the video for him quitting on the stage.
All right. We talked about this last week where Bon Jovi was doing a residency at Madison Square Garden. On the final night of this residency, I guess they cut the show short due to a quote unquote sinus infection.
Right.
Bon Jovi's show at Madison Square Garden residency came to an end early on Thursday night after frontman Jon Bon Jovi revealed he was suffering from a sinus infection. About 90 minutes into the set, well, that's a full concert for most people.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's to me is not cutting it short. I mean, it's cutting it shorter than 2 hours or 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I mean, that's a full. Truthfully, I think he was way overboard doing as many as he was.
Yeah,
I think we said that last week.
We did.
Because wasn't he doing like 25 songs or something? Like some lot of songs.
Yeah, like 2.5 hours.
I mean, there's no need for that, especially for a guy that's recovering from having his voice box fixed or whatever. This guy should be right at about 80 minutes. Play the hits. Leave all these shitty "this house isn't for sale" songs. Leave all that shit out. No one wants to hear it anyway. It's like on I think it was not this show, but another show, a different show, because he couldn't hit the notes. He skipped "Wanted Dead or Alive." Can you imagine going to a Bon Jovi show and not getting "Wanted Dead or Alive"?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather see a 3-song set with "Wanted Dead or Alive" than a 2.5-hour set without it. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it would be
the song.
Yeah. Well, it's like one song, the one song that Dokken has to play.
Yeah.
Is
Dream Warriors.
No, Alone Again.
Alone Again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the song.
And if they don't, people are pissed.
Yeah, they're mad. Yeah. You didn't think to play Alone Again.
Jesus, you gave us Broken Bones, but not Alone Again. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I get it.
About 90 minutes into the set, Bon Jovi told the crowd that he would have to stop the show as he wasn't feeling his best. I haven't talked to anybody about anything, but don't throw away your ticket stubs, Bon Jovi said. I'm going to figure something out, okay? Just hold on to them. We'll figure out how to reschedule.
All right,
but
stop
I'm going
there.
To have,
oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish the sentence and then we'll
But I'm going to
talk
have
about
to
that.
cool it for tonight.
Yeah. There's no way in fucking hell the ownership at Madison Square Garden is going to book another show for free after he played 90 minutes.
Right.
There's no way that happens. So what's he going to do? Do it in a park somewhere? Go out in Central Park and play a gig? I mean, do you think there's any possibility at all that Madison Square Garden would give him an empty day for free?
No.
Now, if he had played 2 songs, maybe.
Yeah, but to think that they would set up the whole Bon Jovi backline and everything just to play one show for people who got gypped on an hour's worth of music, this is never going to get rescheduled.
No, of course not. And certainly the people at the venue, they're not going to do it for free. They might rent the building to John. That's the only way this could happen, is if they rented the facility to the Bon Jovi team.
Yeah, and Bon Jovi picked up all the costs.
All the costs. It would cost them, $4 or $5 million to do it.
Well, I don't know what the number would be, but to have security,
vending, insurance. Parking.
insurance, the lights, everything.
Electric bill, parking,
Mhm.
all of that shit. It would be $4 to $5 million to do it. It would. And they're not gonna eat that. Why would they? They advertised a Bon Jovi show. Those people got a Bon Jovi show.
Yeah, they got 90 minutes.
Which is pretty long. I mean, honestly, most of his contemporaries do not play 90 minutes. Right? I mean, the bands that he came up with.
That's an average show is about 90 minutes.
I think, though, the bands of this era, the 80s, the mid-80s era, the L.A. Guns, Doc and Rat, or Piercy, or Warrant, and Queensryche and all that, they're all hovering in that 75-80 range, aren't they?
Yeah, about an hour. They're playing about an hour and a half. All those bands you mentioned, aside from LA Guns, because LA Guns typically is the opener.
Yeah, they're playing 30.
Strong
30.
They may get an hour.
Right.
Like on an opening thing.
Mm-hmm.
But these headliners that are still out there, the ones that you just mentioned, the Queensryches, Warrant, Dokken, they're all doing about 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So as far as Madison Square Garden's concerned, they got a show.
Mm-hmm.
There's no chance this thing gets rescheduled.
I mean,
None.
Comparatively to the length of the shows prior to this, yeah, it's shorter.
Yeah.
But did you get a full show at 90 minutes? In my opinion, you did.
You did.
I mean, he didn't pull like a Neil Young and played 3 songs and walk off the stage.
No, he played 15 songs or something. I think it was 15.
Yeah, it's a lot of songs.
That's a good amount of songs, especially for a guy with a bionic throat.
Yeah. A rep for the band told People Jon Bon Jovi spoke from the stage and told fans he's been battling a sinus infection, which led to the show's early ending. As part of Bon Jovi's residency at Madison Square Garden, Jon has said numerous times that it's been a joy to return to the live shows for the band. Updated information will be available shortly. Bon Jovi underwent vocal surgery in 2022, which prevented frequent live performances. The Forever Tour, which includes the Madison Square Garden shows, as well as the upcoming dates in the UK and Ireland, marks the band's first major tour since the surgery. I'm deeply grateful that the fans and the brotherhood of this band have been patient and allowed me the time needed to get healthy and prepare for the tour, Bon Jovi said when his tour was announced. Bon Jovi's last Madison Square Garden show of the Forever Tour is scheduled for Sunday, which the band will head across the pond to play Edinburgh on August 28th, Dublin on August 30th, and 2 dates in London's Wembley Stadium on September 4th and 6th. So I guess that wasn't the last show.
No, there's another one coming.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So what do they do tomorrow? 14 songs?
Yeah.
Or do they have Phil X singing? Or they might do that, because even in this show, they dragged up that dude from Train, that Moynihan, is that his name? Monahan?
Yeah,
Moynihan?
Monahan.
They had that guy, the Drops from Jupiter guy. They had him come up and sing 2 or 3 songs at the end of it because John couldn't go. So, who knows? I'm curious if tomorrow happens. It wouldn't shock me if they cancel it in the morning, would it? Would it shock you if in the morning they announce John's still sick?
Yeah, I mean, that was really ambitious to play 10 nights.
10 nights, 2.5 hours on a broken throat. That's dumb. I'll just say it's dumb. He should have done the 75 to 90. That's what he should have done. Fill it with the hits. Don't play any of this horse shit. And just don't play anything off the last record. Don't play anything off of this. Don't play anything past Bounce. And even Bounce or Have a Nice Day or any of that bullshit. Just, let's be honest. Just play everything off of New Jersey and off of Slippery When Wet, and people be happy.
Yeah.
That's all people want to hear.
And maybe something off of Keep the Faith.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 from there. Something like that. But that's it. And play the ones that have a lot of instrumentals. A lot of instrumental, like Keep the Faith has like that a long, very long intro and that doom 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 doom. That's like a minute and a half before he starts singing. Give his voice every bit of help you can here. But nah, 25 songs or whatever, 2.5 hours. It's just ridiculous. Well, you want to see him apologizing to the crowd?
Yeah, let's see what he has to say, because I'm holding on to my ticket stub.
You got it?
Waiting for that rescheduled show.
I'm sure you are. All right, here we go.
I know I'm letting you down, and it's not like me to do that. I'm going to do one more song. I'm going to need your help. I might have to cool it because I'm but unless Pat Monahan wants to come up here and help me out.
See, if his throat was hurting him that bad that he had to leave, why would you do one more song? Why wouldn't you just leave?
Yeah, that's a good question.
And I mean, they did the big song. They did Living on a Prayer, but they had the crowd sing it. Could have just played it on the audio on the way out. Everybody would have sang it. Why is he doing one more? I'm too sick to continue, but I'll sing one more. What the hell? All right, there's only like 3 seconds here. Let's see. Yeah. So that's what's going on with Bon Jovi. The question is, does he fulfill the English dates and then call it a day? I mean, he's got to be thinking about it now, doesn't he?
Well, you would think so.
Oh, what happened? Hold on. I don't know what happened there, but I mean, realistically, he does have to be thinking about just calling it a day, right?
If his voice is starting to, show signs of stress again.
Well, you're not buying this I had a cold thing, are you?
No.
It's his voice giving out.
Yeah, it's the sinus infection.
Come on. This is a surgery infection is what you got.
Right.
The surgery's acting up. It's not, they repaired it, but there's no way was it built for this.
Yeah.
And there's no way was it built for this right away. That's the part that's astounding to me, that he didn't do, I don't know, a series of intimate shows just to kind of get his feet wet a little bit. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 shows where he just does an hour and sees how it feels.
Well, I guess it's go big or go home.
Apparently it's go home.
Right.
Because he ain't going very big now.
It will be interesting that if they pull the show off tomorrow.
I'll bet you $1, since that's what we're allowed to bet, I think. I'll bet you $1 it does not happen.
Okay.
There will be an announcement in the morning. Bon Jovi cancels final date of MSG. I'll bet anything on that. It's so much of a risk for one fucking show. You know what I mean? If his voice is truly hurt and he has a European schedule in a month, don't you just pull him?
Yeah.
You pull him and let him rest.
Yeah, you can't do irreversible damage.
Yeah, I mean, it can only get worse. It can't get better. It will not get better if he keeps singing on it. So you pull the one show, you got 9 paychecks out of it, and then you go overseas and do your shit. And then come back and say, I can't do this anymore, I'm quitting, I'm retiring. And then we get Richie Sambora's Bon Jovi starts out playing shows. Look at Jackal, he's broke. I'll accept a lot from you, Jim. I'll even accept that he sucks and he's never been good and never wrote a good... I'll accept all the normal horse shit that you throw out there. I'm not accepting that Jon Bon Jovi is broke. That I'm not buying. What do you think? He's got to be worth $600 million. You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
All right. He's got to be $600 million minimum.
What are they saying here? Estimated wealth is 410 to 450 million.
Oh, man. I gave him way more. Way more.
Well, he's not a Rolling Stone. Come on now.
No, that's true.
410 to 450.
It's a lot of money, man.
It is a lot of money.
It's a lot of money to be risking your ability to speak till the end of your life. I mean, legitimately, he may not be able to speak anymore if this goes too bad, right?
I would agree. I mean, that vocal stuff could be pretty serious.
Yeah, and I mean, if it was so bad that he couldn't do it for 4 years, I mean, what are we talking about here?
Yeah, we have to get one of those little larynx things.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Tommy used to work on the docks.
Wanted, dead or alive.
We're living in sin. Oh, that would be good. Wouldn't sound any worse, probably. I mean, that was pretty poor, what we saw. What's out, I don't know if you watched any of the videos of it or not.
No, I didn't watch any
sucked.
of it. I just saw the story pop up. But, I mean, yeah, again, like I said, very ambitious undertaking to do 10 nights and do the extended set that Bon Jovi is known for doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
two 2.5-hour shows.
Yeah, it was just stupid. Honestly, I mean, there's no other way to put it. It was stupid to do that much. He should have either done half show, like these hour and a halves, or five residencies with a day in between. So that he could rest in between. Trying to go night to night to night to night on a wounded throat is stupid. Ask Tom Kiefer how that works out for you. How many surgeries has that guy had?
Yeah, he's had quite a few nodes removed.
But he's like a robot these days. He sounds good now. So I don't know, man. It's kind of interesting. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's fun to watch, especially since you know the circumstances.
Yeah, it is interesting to see, but I don't know how it's all going to play out. I can't imagine it ending well. Can you?
No.
Me either.
This is Mike Petrak, drummer from Virulence, and you're listening to CMS TV.
All right. I don't really have anything bigger than that to talk through. I have stuff, but it's just stuff.
Well,
Do you have anything?
I got something here that is right up our alley.
All right, good.
Something that we often pound on.
Okay.
The apology.
Oh boy, who now?
Seinfeld star Jason Alexander apologizes to Courtney Stodden for filming an inappropriate sketch when she was a minor. I truly regret it.
Wait a minute. How old is this Stodden girl? She's got to be 40. What's her name? Courtney Stodden?
Yeah. Well, this was filmed in 2012. We're talking 14 years ago.
Yeah, she's 31.
Yeah. Well, she was 17 at the time, but she was married at the time too. She was married at 16.
Did he whip his dick out or something?
No, he put his hand on her boobs and I'll read the story here.
All right.
Seinfeld alum Jason Alexander issued an apology to to reality star Courtney Stodden after she called him out on Instagram for filming an inappropriate comedy sketch with her when she was a minor. Stodden was 17 years old when she filmed a Funny or Die sketch with Alexander that parodied Dr. Phil and other daytime talk shows. The sketch went online in 2012 and featured Alexander rubbing a cell phone on Stodden's breast because it was the only area with plenty of signal.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
Well, yeah. Looking back at the comedy sketch in which Miss Stodden and I participated in 2012, I completely agree that it was inappropriate, and I truly regret it.
Well, why didn't she speak up in 2012? What, she didn't know it was going to happen?
Well, she signed on to this Funny or Die. Isn't that part of Will Ferrell's thing?
I think so, yeah.
Kind of like part of that.
Yeah, but didn't they go over the sketch?
Yeah, and didn't she signed on for it, and he signed on for it, and the powers that be signed on for it, but now it's a problem.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to make a excuse or anything, but on a set like this, you get handed a script and you're like, okay, so I put this phone on her tit. Yeah. Is anybody going, well, how old is she?
Apparently
I don't think
not.
so. Everybody, I can't imagine that they would. I would imagine it's like, all right, she's on TV. She must be 21. Nobody's thinking, oh, here's this underage girl with these great titties.
You think this Jason Alexander is checking her ID.
That's what I mean. It's like he probably just assumed she was 18. Because why else would she be on this show having me grope her titty? That doesn't make any sense.
Alexander said in a statement to TMZ, but more importantly, I am deeply sorry for any harm or distress it has caused Ms. Dunn. I offer my sincerest apologies. This whole distress and harm and all this other stuff, it's just amazing.
These are all blue sky faggots.
I know.
They really are. They're just fucking libtard idiots. Just fucking, I'm wounded because of a bad word. Believe me. I know who Courtney Stodden is, and I know back then as well as now that she has big fucking tits. I promise you that was not the first hand that landed on one of her titties.
Well, again, she was married.
Yeah.
At that time, she was a married person at that time.
So the husband was probably shooting loads on those big fucking fat tits. But it's a problem that Jason Alexander put his fucking phone on to follow the script that she had agreed to do.
The only place that I'm getting coverage is right here.
Yeah. It's a skit she agreed to do, but now she's upset. She's upset about it now because she's not famous anymore. Let's just call it what it is. This is quick attention at the altar of Seinfeld. If this guy wasn't Jason Alexander from Seinfeld, if it was the guy that played the station manager on news radio, no one would be talking about this story, right?
I would agree.
It's only because it's Jason Alexander of Seinfeld.
Yeah, he's a high profile guy.
Hey,
Go ahead. Stodden resurfaced the sketch in an Instagram post in which she wrote, I was 17 years old in that photo. The older I get, the more impossible this is to understand. During this comedy sketch, Jason Alexander repeatedly rubbed his phone across my breast while saying there was no signal in my head, but plenty of signal in my chest. Later in the sketch, he joked that when I turned 18, he'd like to take me behind the couch and have his way with me. IMDb credits him as one of the writers of the episode. As an adult, the fact has become harder, not easier for me to understand. I was a minor. I didn't have the legal power to decide whether I wanted to participate. The contracts were signed by adults. The paycheck went to her ex-husband, Doug Hutchinson. The production moved forward, and I was only a child. I was the only child in the room. I felt
You
so
weren't a child if you were married. That husband was bouncing you off his dick like a basketball on the court at fucking Boston Garden. Stop it. You were living as an adult. I bet she was also emancipated too. That's how she got married.
Probably.
So once you're emancipated, aren't you considered a legal adult?
Yeah, you're considered legal.
Yeah. Enough with this horse shit. You just want attention. Now you got it. Do something with it because it's fucking pathetic. This bitch is pathetic.
I know. Looking back now, I don't see comedy. I see a 17-year-old girl whose body became part of an adult joke.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. How many months away were you from being 18 at this point? You know,
If he would have waited 5 months and done this skit, then you'd have been okay with it. Is that what you're saying
point.
exactly?
So if it was like, you know, your birthday is coming up in 2 months, so it would have been perfectly fine. You would have no longer been this confused child.
Yeah, I mean, she would have been so much more aware
Sure.
because of those 5 months of growth. Shut up.
People still say you chose to be there. Legally, I couldn't make those decisions for myself.
Yes, you could. You were emancipated.
I'm sure her husband was the one who signed on for this.
Yeah.
I couldn't make those decisions myself. That's the point. I can't change what happened to me, but I can ask myself, how did so many adults look at a mirror and decide this was acceptable, or look at a minor and decide this was acceptable?
Because you weren't portrayed in any way, shape, or form as a minor.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's exactly why I speak out today. Children deserve laws that protect them. That they shouldn't have to become the adults before realizing the law should have been protecting them all along. Studden is currently advocating for California to pass AB 1267, a bill that would ban child marriage by making the legal minimum age 18 years old. Studden wed 51-year-old actor Doug Hutchinson in 2011 when she was 16.
She was 16.
And he was 51.
And she's worried about Jason Alexander rubbing an iPhone on her tit?
Yeah. That's why I love this story. That's why I brought this story to the table.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What was it? Was this the week that the Seinfeld people had to all apologize? Did you see that Kramer's apologizing again?
I live with my shame every day. That happened 20 years ago.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
And he's out there going, I still have trouble thinking about it.
And he sits there and gets choked up and wipes a tear from his eye. And it's like.
I was watching, I think it was Kumia.
Yeah, Kumia covered it.
And he was playing like some of the video from it. And he said that even Seinfeld himself was like, get over it already.
Yeah.
It's been 20 fucking years. What's wrong with you?
He says, let it go.
Yeah.
I can't let it go, Jerry. I can't let it go.
Jerry, I said mean things to black people that didn't deserve it.
I'm a racist, Jerry. I'm a
horrible.
Racist deep in my heart, Jerry.
Mm-hmm. I just want to be Kramer. Instead, I'm racist Kramer.
Shut up.
Shut up.
So dumb.
The whole thing is dumb.
I know. So this chick is now talking about this, you know.
Thank God. Glad she's speaking up.
14 years later.
Thank God.
After a 51-year-old man had his way with her, you know, when she was 16.
Yeah. Fucked the goodness out of her and then dumped her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
So.
Well, thank God Jason Alexander's there, though, to apologize like he did anything wrong here. And first of all, the whole thing about, I looked on IMDb and he's credited for co-writing this. If he was the star of it, then they'll give him a credit, won't they? If he's the star of the skit,
Yeah.
more than likely that's probably part of his condition, is that he gets a credit because that's good for whatever, SAG-AFTRA or any of that bullshit. The more credits you have, the better you do or whatever. But this is a dumb, why you bring these stories? I hate this bitch now, and I hate Jason Alexander. My goodness.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's a story. This might appeal to your lust for naked chicks, as well as your technical side.
Okay.
An Illinois man was sentenced on Tuesday to more than 6 years in prison after admitting he hacked the Snapchat accounts of quote unquote hundreds of women.
Wow.
In order to steal any nude or semi-nude photos they had, which he then kept, sold, or traded on the internet.
What's his email address? Just for
asking for a friend.
Yeah, pretty much.
This guy was not old at all.
Okay.
Kyle Farah, 27.
27. Wow.
Yeah, was sentenced by U.S. District Judge Brian Murphy in Boston to 76 months in prison after pleading guilty to charges arising out of an earlier prosecution of the former Northeastern University track and field coach who paid him to hack the accounts of student athletes and other women.
Yeah.
But here's my question.
Okay.
I don't have Snapchat or anything like that, but how do you hack hundreds of accounts?
Well, if you can get their email addresses, which is fairly easy to do, you could backdoor the code or whatever. I mean, there's actually hacking tools that you can download, hex editors and shit like that, where you can aim it at an account. I see it all the time with various people's web accounts, like websites.
All right.
And what they do is they just keep blasting away. They have bots do it. It's not like not like somebody sitting there doing it.
Yeah.
They just let it run. And what it does is it just hammers the login. Like if you get an email address, let's just say you get Courtney Stodden at whininglikeabitch.com as an example.
Right.
If you've got that email address, well, then you could sick the bots and have like 1,000 bots at a time throwing every combination of letters and numbers and shit at it. And even if it doesn't get the correct password necessarily, a lot of times the system itself might freeze for a second because it's getting hit so hard. That's what like a DDoS attack is, that you've heard of that before, where like foreign countries attack our internet or attack AT&T. It's called a DDoS. Right. Well, what they do is they send millions of signals at AT&T's server, and they may or may not guess the password, but even if they don't, if they could freeze the system up just for a second, then they can infiltrate and dump their code into whatever code set they find. And then that feeds out to anybody that gets an email or anybody that visits the website or that type of a thing. For Snapchat, all they're building is a door. Once they get the door built in there, if they inject a piece of code that says, well, you can log in, instead of logging into this website, snapchat.com, you can go to snapchat.com/Courtney Stodden /login or whatever. Then then you've injected the password that can open it up, and then you can look at all her shit.
All right. The sentence was confirmed by spokesperson for U.S. Attorney Leah Foley, whose office prosecuted Sfera. A lawyer for Sfera did not respond to requests for his comment. His attorney in court papers had said he had profound remorse and shame for his actions.
Okay.
which they say took place during a period of isolation when he was a student at the University of Illinois at home during COVID. So he spent his time wisely.
I guess. Here's the real question to that. Now, he's doing what, 7 years in jail or something?
7 years.
You know how much free porn there is out there? I would get this on some level, on the slightest level. I don't want it to be like, yeah, this is a good idea. But on the slightest level, I would get this if he was hacking celebrities. Because if you get celebrity, you know, Britney Spears sucking 3 cocks or whatever from her phone, you can legitimately sell that and make some money or something. Look at the Pam and Tommy video as an example. Mm-hmm. Somebody got it and they sold it and they were just fucked. But rando college girls, dude, you can go to fucking X videos or Pornhub right now and just type in college dorm and you will get 10 million videos of girls getting fucked in college dorms. It's not worth the risk. There's so much of it out there for free anyway. What is the point? Other than being, I'll bet he's a hacker more than he is a horn dog. And for him, it was the challenge. I'll bet you anything on that.
Well, here's some information on that.
Oh, okay.
According to prosecutors, Sarva from May of 2020 to February of 2021 used anonymized internet-based phone numbers to send text messages to more than 1,500 women, posing as the support team for Snap-operated social media platform. Hundreds of people responded to Sarva's phishing text messages with security codes that would allow him to access their Snapchat accounts.
Oh, wow. That's
which
even easier.
Which he did in the cases of at least 517 women.
Oh, my God.
That allowed him to download nude or semi-nude photos stored on the account of at least 59 women. He not only kept photos for himself, but also advertised his hacking services online, leading him to be paid $50 from former Northeastern University coach Steve Waith to hack the accounts of women, including those he had coached to steal.
Oh, wow. So the coach heard about it and was like, hey,
I had some pretty hot girls on my softball team over here.
You know Amy from she was the third baseman on the softball team.
Yeah.
I'll pay you a little extra to get a picture of that.
Yeah.
Let's see what kind of meat fucking curtains that bitch has.
Waith was sentenced in 2024 to 5 years in prison for schemes to dupe young women into sending him nude photos or to steal such images from them. Prosecutors have said he victimized at least 56 women nationally. Whatever this guy's name is, pleaded guilty in February to computer fraud and aggravated identity theft charges, as well as making a false statement to law enforcement, but having no interest in child pornography, which was also found on his online account.
Oh, Jesus.
So there you are, this young 27-year-old guy going to Snapchat prison.
Seems like an awful dumb reason to go to prison.
Yep. And then I got one last short one here, and we'll call it a night.
All right.
More techie stuff.
Okay.
You might be familiar with this, might not, I don't know. The U.S. Justice Department is prosecuting an American for allegedly providing U.S. border authorities with a passcode that wiped the contents of his phone.
Wow.
So they're just like, we want to get into your phone. What's the passcode? So he gives them the passcode and it just
wipes out their phone.
This is thought to be the first known case in the United States where federal prosecutors have charged someone for alleged destruction of data using a duress password built into the phone's software. According to The Guardian, which covered the story earlier this week following the court's first hearing on Monday, Atlanta resident Samuel Tunick is fighting the charges. Tunick's attorney said that it is unlawful for the U.S. Customs and Border Protection to seize his phone as he would arrive back to the U.S. last year, and that any evidence, including the alleged wiping of his phone, should be thrown out. The case centers on a feature included in the Graphene, I think that's how you say it, Graphene, Graphene operating system, a custom Android operating system that runs in place of the software on most modern Google Pixel devices. Tunick's attorney confirmed Graphene OS was running on his phone. The software feature allows the device owner to set a passcode that deliberately wipes the content of the device if entered instead of the user's unlocked passcode.
Why would you need that?
Well, this reminds me of like Mission Impossible. This phone will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
But I mean, even your phone, even your iPhone, you can go to settings and just do a factory reset. Why would you need a code for that?
Well, if he had a concern that if his phone ever got seized, and they were asking him for his passcode to get into it.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The passcode is actually the duress code, and if you put that in there, then it wipes the phone out.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, my passcode is 36875.
Yeah, got it. Oh, your phone's blank. What happened?
Tunick's case also raises ongoing questions about what constitutional rights can be invoked at the border, which the U.S. government has long asserted is not U.S. soil until the person is authorized to enter. The government's indictment, which contains a typo, untied states code, UNTIED.
That's in the government's paperwork?
That's what it says. The government indictment, which contains a typo, accuses Tunick of allegedly providing a passcode to border agents that caused the phone to delete the digital contents prior to the device being seized.
Okay.
Tunick's attorney filed a motion to suppress the evidence, claiming that the detention and the seizure were unlawful. The motion said that the U.S. border authorities took Tunick into a secondary inspection at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson Airport as he returned from overseas on January 24th, but that he had repeatedly denied access to, an attorney and was not informed of his legal rights. Tunick's attorney accused the government of demanding access to his phone under the pretext of search for child exploitation imagery, but without providing evidence to justify its suspicion. His motion to suppress argued that the government was instead investigating him over his association with a long-running environmental movement called Defend the Atlanta Forest, which opposes the development of a sprawling training campus for law enforcement in Atlanta, dubbed Cop City. Well, here's the thing. What is it that you have on your phone that you were afraid if it gets seized, you're going to be up shit creek?
Well, there's that. For this guy, there's that. I mean, for most of us, you're more worried about somebody getting your banking information or whatever. And this guy probably had kiddie porn or something on his phone.
Yeah. The motion said that the border agents claimed that they did not need a warrant to search Tunick's phone because he had not crossed the U.S. border. The U.S. government has long claimed it can search and seize people's devices without a search warrant or a court order until they are permitted to entry to the United States. When Tunick provided his passcode and the authorities entered it, the screen went blank, flashed several times, and the phone appeared to restart. The authorities seized the phone anyway before telling him that he was free to go and could enter the United States. Prosecutors later charged Tunick under a federal statute that makes it unlawful for knowingly destroying or damaging property to prevent authorities from seizing it. Tunick has pled not guilty.
Right on. Well, I got bad news for him. He's fucked. He's gonna. I mean, don't you think they've got to have some reason? Why would they take his phone? They
I
had
don't
to have
know.
some reason. I cannot believe that they just randomly at the border, like, give me your phone.
Unless that's their protocol. Maybe they do it to everyone.
Maybe. I mean, it's been a while since I've been at the border, so I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know. I can't imagine that they're checking every fucking phone.
I mean, I don't know, but but for some reason if they don't check everyone's phone,
Does he look like a pedophile?
there's not a picture of him. But if they don't check everyone's phone, this guy got flagged for some reason.
Yeah. Or it could just be random too, just like with the cars. When you take your car across the border, a lot of times they just flag at random.
Right.
They just grab you and say, "Hey, you look like you might be a fucking degenerate piece of shit. Get over here." All right, well, that's something.
And I have one short one here.
All right.
Again, dealing with the internet and technology and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The power of the internet and social media is incredibly strong, especially now in 2026. Now it's completely possible to bypass companies and go straight to the internet whenever you have a problem that couldn't be solved, regardless of how big or small it is. A couple took to TikTok to share their experience at a local Nissan dealership, and to say the least, it's pretty appalling. According to the two, the general manager of this dealership didn't like that the couple had left a negative review on his business. Instead of taking it as a learning moment about what he and his staff likely did to upset the couple, he decided to get back at them and leave a bad review on their business page.
I love that.
However, unlike a dealership, the couple's business doesn't have various employees and thousands of reviews. So just leaves the couple in shock about what to do, as their business is their livelihood, as if the Nissan dealership is not a livelihood.
Yeah, how about this, dickwads? Don't be leaving Yelp reviews with 1 star, you dicks.
Yeah.
There's nothing more infuriating. That's like, Pinball PA has like 900 reviews or some crazy amount. Which and it's great. We're at like 4.8 or 4.9 or whatever. But just every once in a while, somebody will leave like a 2 or a 3. And I look at it and I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, why would you go out of your way? Like, and again, maybe it's just me. I wouldn't go out of my way to leave a review of something pretty much ever. But certainly it would have to be something major would have to happen. Yeah. I'd have to get a finger cut off or something in one of the pinball machines or something before I'm going to Yelp to say, these guys fucking suck. And Florentine does the best job on these on his podcast.
The Yelp reviews.
When he reads them and somebody's bitching that my cookie was a little bit dry. It's like, why?
It was chewy.
Yeah, it's like, why are you going to Yelp for that? Stop trying to ruin this guy's fucking life. Believe me, I know what I think when we get bad reviews, and my first thought is exactly what you're saying here. I'm gonna look this fucker up, and I might fucking find him. Go find him and fucking shake him by his goddamn shirt and be like, "What the fuck is your problem, cocksucker?"
Yeah.
It's infuriating when they do that because it does hurt your business. And you can't, the worst part about being a business owner with that, you cannot opt out of it. You can't say, I don't want my business on Yelp or I don't want Google reviews. You can't. You're just fucked into it. And there's nothing you can do about it. It sucks. I hate reviews in the worst way.
According to the comments, the Nissan dealership turned off their comments so no one can reply to their videos after posting a few things that implied they truly were in the wrong about before deleting them.
Mm-hmm.
The video is a very simple one with the two talking directly to the camera and describing their experience at the Nissan dealership. This specific issue targets the general manager, Blake, and his behavior toward the couple. According to the man in the video, he had gone to the dealership to have a mechanical issue repaired after purchasing a vehicle from them. Instead of leaving with the issue resolved, he had to pay for the damages out of his own pocket. This is the reason why he left the bad review. However, Blake didn't seem happy about that, and he apparently retaliated. After discovering what had happened, he went to the dealership to confront them and ran to Blake himself. That's when Blake allegedly told him, if you thought those bad reviews were a lot, you have a lot more coming. The man in the video immediately stated that this was likely not what was said word for word, but was what let him know who was leaving the bad reviews on his company. He said that now it was officially personal. Many commenters felt that there was a major difference between a customer leaving a review about their experience at a dealership or its employees leaving negative reviews on someone else's business. As one commenter put it, you were really his customer. He was not your customer. Therefore, he did that to defame your company. Others criticized the dealership's social media response, claiming it only made the situation worse. Several pointed out to a now discussed video in which employees were laughing at the controversy, while others noticed the dealership had disabled comments on its post, interpreting it as a sign that the backlash had grown too large to manage. Even people who said they work in the dealership or service department weighed in, noting that customer complaints aren't unusual, but arguing this situation crossed the line if the allegations are accurate.
Yeah. Fuck these people with their damn reviews.
It's like, oh yeah, you put a bad review on me, I'm gonna go put a bad review on you. How do you like that, fuckwad?
Yeah, I there's a part of me that, and I'm sure you heard it, Florentine was talking about the guy that answers and just smashes people on his Yelp or whatever.
Yeah.
I really think about that sometimes, about just being like, somebody comes in and they leave a 1-star review and they'll say, the flippers on Haunted House were weak. You know, some bullshit thing. And I'm so tempted to just go on to that thing and be like, weak like your wife's fucking pussy. You know, just really hammer them hard.
Right.
And believe me, if I wasn't in a kids business that primarily deals with kids, I would for sure do that. I would do that on Aiken IT. If somebody left me a bad review on Aiken IT, I would go at them full bore. Because I don't care. You know, I don't really give a shit what fucking Yelp says. You know, nobody's ever called me and said, you know, I'm calling you because I saw a good review on Yelp or on Google reviews or whatever. Nobody says that shit because nobody uses that shit. I mean, dude, when's the last time you went anywhere and you went to Yelp or Google reviews?
Never have.
That's what I mean. Most people don't. Maybe to a restaurant or something, but even that. Don't you want to just go and try it? Do you really need to see what a bunch of other yahoos that you don't know have to say?
Yeah, I'm not one of these people who I have to look it up and see what kind of reviews they have and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, we can't eat there. Sandy3281 said that their steak is salty. Who the fuck does that? Who gives a shit?
I think that's more of a female thing than a guy.
Yeah, definitely is.
I don't think guys do that. I think women do that.
Mm-hmm. What is J-Rat saying here? I love that Chris no-sells the ham jokes. I just don't care about the ham jokes. Whatever, you guys. I told it to you, so Lord knows you wouldn't be able to make joke 1 if I had not given that to you. And B, it's something I did when I was fucking 14 or 15 years old, or 13. I don't even remember how old I was. But it was as a kid. Now, I would probably have more of a problem with it now if I was like, Easter Sunday was a porn day or something, but it's not, you know? I mean, it's just something I did fucking 45 years ago or whatever. So I don't care. Make jokes. What do I care?
Yeah, stop making jokes on my account. I'm going to leave a bad joke.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
It's funny. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Hey, wait a second. Are you that guy that fucked the pie? You put your dick in a pie.
Enough.
basically.
Yeah,
Ham pie.
exactly. All right. Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in and being a part of the show tonight. And thank you, people who sign up for our locals. If you want to join the show, go over to classicmetalshow.locals.com. Sign up. $5 a month helps the show offset the costs. So we're bringing you a show every week, pretty much. So next week, if depending on if I have travel plans, I will do a music show, but I will make that decision later in the week, and Chris will update the
Locals.
and the social media, so you know what's going on next week for sure. So,
Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate it. We're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna leave you with some. Strangely enough, Foreheady Trunk wants me to end with the Bangles.
Okay.
A little Susanna Hoffs action.
Okay. Fair enough.
He says he'd like me to end the show with Tell Me, said because Neeley said he's a Susanna Hoffs fan.
Oh, how sweet.
All right, well, we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully maybe I'll be here next week, but if not, 2 weeks from now we'll be back and we'll do this thing all over again. So until 2 weeks from now, this is Neeley along with my very good friend
Chris Egan.
We're gone.
Bye, kids.